for Louisville today as they face 5th-ranked Kentucky. Here are today's starting lineups brought to you by PNC. The Louisville Cardinals thank PNC for their continued support. PNC, the official bank of the University of Louisville. At guard for Louisville, Javon Hadley, the 6'6 senior, averaging 9.8 points and a team leading 8 rebounds per game. Rain Smith, the 6'2 senior from Overstone, Australia, is Louisville's best three-point shooter at 37%. He's averaging 12 points per game. Chucky Hepburn, the 6'2 senior from Omaha, Cards leader in scoring and assists, 14.1, 4.8 rebounds, and also leads them in steals, among the leaders in the country with 32 steals. At one forward, James Scott, the 6'11 sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina, had his first double-double on Wednesday night with 11 points and 11 rebounds. And the other forward is Noah Waterman, who still continues to struggle from the field. The 6'11 senior from Savannah, New York, who played for Mark Pope last year at BYU, is making just 22% of his shots and 11 of 50, 22% of his three-pointers at 11 of 50, but he is still averaging 6 points per game. For the Kentucky Wildcats, Lamont Butler returns to the starting lineup. He's missed the last 2 games with an ankle injury. The grad from San Diego State last year, where he was the conference defensive player of the year, is averaging 12.9 points and a team best 4 assists. Otega Owe, a 6'4 junior from Newark, played at Oklahoma. He's been in double figures each game, averages a team best 15.6. Jackson Robinson, the 6th man of the year in the conference, when he played at BYU for Mark Pope, averages 12.5 points per game. At forward, Andrew Carr, you may know the name. He played at Wake Forest last year. He's a 6'11 grad student, averaging 11 points and 6.2 rebounds. And Amari Williams, a 7-footer, 262 pounds. He's from Nottingham, England, but played at Drexel. He was the CAA Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. He averages 10 points and a team leading 9.2 rebounds per game, and also has 18 blocks, lead the team. Those are the starters for the Cats and the Cards. Tip-off coming up here in just about 10 minutes. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Louisville Cardinal fans, for the ultimate barbecue experience, it's got to be 4 Pegs, your barbecue champions in Louisville. We smoke our barbecue just like we smoke our opponents, to perfection. Award-winning wings, slow-smoked brisket, tender meaty ribs, and juicy pulled pork smoked to perfection. Taste the victory at 4 Pegs, where barbecue and Cardinals pride unite. Visit 4 Pegs in Louisville or check out 4pegs.net. That's FOUR Pegs.net. 4 Pegs, the best barbecue for Cardinal fans.
Houchins Insurance Group provides commercial and personal insurance, employee benefits, risk management services, and captive insurance placements for companies of all sizes. Houchins Insurance Group is a proud partner of the University of Louisville Cardinals. To learn more about the largest 100% employee-owned ESOP in the United States, visit HIGUSA.com. That's HIGUSA.com. Houchins Insurance Group, the best place to work in insurance.
Did you know that the Jumpweiler automotive family has sold over 1 million cars in the last 50 years, and we've been in the Louisville market for over 40? Did you know we've been voted the top company to work for annually since 2009? Visit us at Jumpweiler Toyota in Clarksville, Jumpweiler Nissan, Jumpweiler Honda Auto Mall, and Mercedes-Benz of Louisville, or go to Weiler.com. Jumpweiler, the official automotive sponsor of the Louisville Cardinals.
Hey Cards fans, get your L's up. Liquor Barn has everything you need for this week's Louisville Cardinals basketball action. We make it so easy to stock up for parties. To place an order for pickup or delivery, download the Liquor Barn app. Visit liquorbarn.com or call your local Liquor Barn store. Shop Kentucky's favorite spirits, wine, and beer store, and you'll have more time for the Cards. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life. Go Cards!
Louisville and Kentucky at Rupp Arena. The Cards are 6-4, playing their first true road game. UK is ranked number 5 in the country at 9-1 and a 7-0 home court record. It's always special when these two get together. Jody, the fans have been here early, and they have packed the place. I can't find an empty seat anywhere.
And there's not a whole lot of red in here. William and I were just looking at the break. What do you think? We can count 100. Maybe 150, but no, this is what it's supposed to be, Paul. What a great atmosphere that this is going to be for these guys. It's a challenge. You want to do that. When these guys signed up to come to play to Louisville, this is the games that they wanted to come and play for. And, you're doing it shorthanded, so some guys are going to have to step up.
Stay with us. Tip-off coming up shortly. The Cats and the Cards in Lexington. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
When you build a new home, you have a lot of choices to make. There's the driveway, the doors, floors, foundation, roof, siding, windows, countertops, cabinets, closets, hardware, heating and air, lighting, insulation, switches, septic systems, sinks, outlets, patio, paint, appliances, faucets, fixtures. Like I said, it's a lot. But there's one decision that's easier than the rest. Let Stockton Mortgage handle your new construction loan. Our experts will guide you home.
Stockton Mortgage, NMLS 8259, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Imagine if you had 100 years to dedicate yourself to fun and wonder. That's exactly what Kentucky State Parks is celebrating this year. 100 years of unmatched scenery and history, with guided hikes and acclaimed golf, plus all kinds of cozy lodging and accommodations. Dedicate your weekends to creating memories that last a lifetime at parks.ky.gov.
Today we have two very special guests on our program introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip hop could be hop hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
On the Louisville Cardinals Sports Network from Learfield, Louisville Cardinals basketball is on the air, presented by U of L Help.
I'm about three things: my faith, my family, and Louisville basketball.
Throws backdoor lob, dunk! Two to shoot, a desperate three. Got it! All right!
The passion that this fan base has.
Feeling it, shoots it, and buries another three.
The revival is here.
Step back jumper on the foul line. Good! Oh, my!
Get there, get loud. It's going to be a show.
Suddenly the Cards have caught fire, and they lead it again by 13.
L's up. L's up. Go Cards.
It's game time. Let's go courtside. Here's the Hall of Fame voice of the Cardinals, Paul Rogers.
Good afternoon, everyone. From Lexington, Kentucky, the Louisville Cardinals in action today in the battle for the Bluegrass, Louisville and the Kentucky Wildcats. Paul Rogers joined by Jody Demling today. Bob Valvano turned up a little under the weather over the weekend. Best wishes to Bob. Jody and I are going to see a whale of a basketball game here. I'm convinced of that, and this place is wired up. It is totally packed. Better than 20,000 Rupp Arena. The Kentucky starters are being introduced. UK at 9-1, 7-0 on their home court. They have 2 wins over top 10 teams, Duke and Gonzaga. Louisville 6-4. This will be the 5th game Louisville's played against a ranked team. Actually, the 6th if you include Indiana, who was ranked when Louisville beat them in the Bahamas a few weeks ago. Both these teams are coming off wins, but they were wins that were not that easy to come by in trap games, you might think of them. When Louisville hosted UTEP last Wednesday, that came between Duke and Kentucky. Louisville pulled out a 77-74 win. And after that overtime exhausting win out in Seattle against Gonzaga, Kentucky here today against Louisville had to survive a matchup against Colgate Wednesday, a game they won 78-67, but led 17-0, wound up falling behind by 3 points early in the second half before putting together tied for their biggest comeback ever. They were down by 16 at halftime and had been behind by as many as 18. The only other times they came from that far down to win games were twice. A famous comeback against LSU back in 1994 when they trailed by 31 in that game. And the other one, well, it was against the Louisville Cardinals back in 2004. Jody Demling, I don't know how you can get a place more amped up than this one is. But the good thing, I really sense that this Louisville team, who is full of veterans, really are excited and eager to play in this kind of environment and take on the challenge head on.
I do. I really do. And they're veteran guys. They've not been in something like this.
No, quite.
But they've been in situations that were either rivalry games or games where, crazy games. I get the sense these guys are jacked up and pretty good, and it has to be a good omen, Paul. Right before the announcement of the starters, who walks in but Jeff Brom and his family and sits right down a few rows up behind the Louisville bench. So that's a good omen, right?
Hopefully so. Just 2 weeks ago, Kentucky won the Governor's Cup in football here, ending a 5-year losing streak. Kentucky has not won here since 2008. The Cards are wearing red uniforms today, which I think is the first time all year they've actually worn red, and Kentucky will be in their home whites trimmed in blue. Mark Pope, the former Kentucky Wildcat, won a national championship here. He was captain of that 1996 team. Has spent 9 years coaching at Utah Valley and BYU, and now in his first season coaching the Cats. He and Peyton Siva of the Louisville staff are the only people involved in this game today who have played in the game before. We're across from the Louisville bench. Louisville will move to our right in this first half. Ready for the opening toss. It's hit by Kentucky into backcourt, and Jackson Robinson chases it down and hands to Lamont Butler back in action after a 2-game absence. Butler has it out deep, loops a pass to Carr, then gets it back to Butler at the top left of the circle, guarded by Hepburn, and we immediately get a foul. It's called on Noah Waterman for trying to stop Andrew Carr as he cut through the lane. So Waterman quickly picks up the first foul of the game. It took only 13 seconds.
Yeah, Noah, Chucky Hepburn almost a steal there, and he kind of gets his arm jerked a little bit. He's grimacing in pain as Noah Waterman picks up the foul. Just a kind of a cheapie early on. You don't want to see that from Noah.
Kentucky will inbound from underneath. Butler triggering the play, loops it in out deep to Owe. Comes around the top, over to Carr at the high left. Waterman takes him. There goes Butler, went by. They didn't give it to him, and he broke open briefly down inside. Here's Robinson out top, pressure by Smith. Down into the lane, bobbled, but picked up by Williams, and muscles one up and banks it off the glass.
Yeah, that wasn't terrible defense by James Scott. The bobble helped. Kentucky actually, because it made Scott kind of react for just 1 second.
Kentucky gets the first 2 points of the game. Louisville with the ball. Scott has it out deep. Hepburn trying to break free. Gets the ball now at the top. Shoots a 3. Fires and buried it over Butler.
He's going to have to hit threes. Not just Chucky. Everyone's going to have to hit shots. You hit shots, it makes everything else easier.
Louisville shooting under 30% from 3. Here's a pull-up jumper. That rims out from the top of the circle, then drops back in for Jackson Robinson.
Yeah, that was out, almost all the way off, and then just somehow back into the bucket.
Kentucky leads at 4-3. Here's Scott in the lane, gives it off to Smith. His little runner bounces off the rim. Rebound knocked loose, batted around, pulled down by Butler. Fires a pass ahead to Carr. Andrew Carr bumps into Smith, bounces back outside to Butler. Butler guarded by Hadley. Lobs it, caught underneath by Carr, but stolen away by Hepburn, came from the blind side. Cards pick it up, and Hadley runs it into offensive court. He'll drive on Carr, gets to the rim, scoops it, but too hard off the glass. Williams rebound, fires a deep pass to Butler, chases it down deep, gives it off to Owe, slam dunk, firing down the lane.
Wow, just running the floor. Owe out of nowhere, coming and slamming that one on Waterman.
Scott with the ball, gives off to Smith. Comes to the circle, bounces over to the right, a Hepburn 3. He misses. Waterman follows and put it in.
Nice job by Noah Waterman getting to the bucket. He was off balance a little bit.
But Kentucky retaliates quickly. They get it down to Carr, and he'll score on a basket interference play or a foul. Which do they call? I think the basketball count, was there also a foul? There was.
They're going to give him 2 shots.
James Scott commits the foul. So they did not call goaltending. Carr will step to the free throw line. Carr, a 78% free throw shooter, 6'11", played at Wake Forest last year. On Wednesday night, Carr had 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He hits the free throw. Makes it 7-5 in favor of Kentucky. You know that Waterman tip in? He just needs to see the ball go through the basket any way possible. Maybe that'll help him.
And I'm not sure how that ball even went through because he was so off balance. It's one of those ones that it shouldn't, so maybe that'll help him.
Carr makes both. 8-5 Kentucky. Louisville possession. Hepburn at the high left goes away from a screen, slices through the lane, back out front, launches a 3, in and out. Rebound drops underneath, pops up in the air, run down by Robinson of Kentucky. Robinson leaves it out top for Williams. Williams, and nope, doesn't hand to Carr. Gives it off instead. A Robinson left wing 3. Got it.
too easy. Rain Smith getting kind of lost right there. Way too easy for Kentucky to get an open look.
Cats on top 11-5. Hepburn lobs one. It's broken up though by Williams. It goes to Carr. Leaves it off for Owe. Drops it off to the side. A pull-up three by Butler. Good. Matt Kelsey needs to stop things before it gets going too far. 14-5. Kentucky off to a blistering start over the Louisville Cardinals. They've hit all 5 of their shots. 2 of them are threes, and they're off to a 14-5 start. Just like the Cards, Tom Drexler Plumbing, Air, and Electric believes in being the best. That's why only the best technicians wear the Tom Drexler uniform. Remember, now one Tom Drexler for all your plumbing, heating, air, and electric needs. Well, Kentucky Hepburn hit that first three-point shot of the game. I had hopes, and there's still a lot of time, but boy, Kentucky looks fired up, and on an 8-0 run, you get things going.
Well, the good news for Louisville is they're not going to hit every shot. They're 5 of 5, and they're going to miss at some point or another. The bad news for Louisville is, Paul, it's been easy shots. A dunk where Waterman really didn't contest it that much, kind of just put his hand up. The first three-pointer by Robinson, Rain Smith was late in the rotation. It's just been easy stuff for them so far for Louisville. And I feel like I'm watching North Carolina in those years where remember when they was boom, they get the ball out, you see it on TV and you think it, but here in person, my goodness, they're all 5 at half court before the ball even gets to where it needs to be.
Even after made baskets. Here's a drive by Hadley, gets to the rim, reverse layup, good by Hadley.
He's got to play at a high level for this team to be successful.
Owe has the ball at the top around a Williams screen. Owe on Waterman. Goes back into the lane. His runner bounces off. Rebound deflects over to the side and run down by Hadley.
See, they missed one.
Yep, they're 5 for 6 now. Hepburn, spin dribble, passes out of a trap to Hadley for a 3. No good. Rebound batted around, and another one run down by Smith. Gives it off. Here's a runner. That banks in softly by Terrence Williams.
Edwards with the actual tap on the offensive rebound. He won't get credit for it, but he got the tap so active as he comes in the game for the first time.
Butler gives out top to Williams. Butler goes by, but Williams drives it, puts one up that barely gets to the rim and deflected out of bounds. Cardinal ball.
That was a nice job by Louisville there. I thought for a second, oh my goodness, they lost him, but he had help. Terrence Edwards there helping Hadley there, and just kind of an off-balance shot there.
Kenai Ruth checks in for Louisville. Brandon Garrison for Kentucky. 14-9. Kentucky leads. We're almost 4 minutes into the game. They're also going to bring Kobe Brea, who makes 56% of his threes, and last year made 49%, 100 of 201 when he played at Dayton. And for all that offensive prowess, he was a 2-time Sixth Man of the Year in the conference.
I hate to tell you, too, he's 63% in this building this year.
Yeah, even better than overall. Here's Hepburn giving off to the high left to Hadley. Dribbles a little further down toward the baseline, guarded by Brea. Sideways to him, works it a little closer, and turns. Whips it across the floor. Here's Roos, a 3. No good, missed badly. And juggled off of Carr, but to Butler. He runs it ahead down the middle of the floor off the Brea. Tapped out of bounds by Hadley, deflecting it over the sideline. And that'll get us to a timeout. 15:36 left in the first half. Kentucky leads Louisville 14-9. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
The Galt House Hotel is ready to be your legendary Louisville destination. We have your answer to that long overdue date night or reunion with friends. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner in Walker's Exchange, monthly bourbon dinners at Swizzle, or cigar lounge nights on the Walker's patio, your visit will be nothing short of legendary at the Galt House Hotel, the official hotel partner of the Louisville Cardinals.
Wouldn't you love to have all your favorite holiday songs about impaired driving in one place? Well, now you can with the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over Holiday Collection. Here's what you get. It's beginning to look a lot like jail time. DUI won't be home for Christmas. There's no place like jail for the holidays. Deck the halls, but don't wreck your car. The 12 days of jail time. Joy to the world. You plan to ride. And many more. Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Get your L's up and head to your nearest Liquor Barn or Party Mart store, an official partner of the Louisville Cardinals. You can place an order for pickup or delivery through the Liquor Barn website or app. That's easy to shop for your favorite beer, wine, and spirits at Liquor Barn and Party Mart. Go Cards. 14-9 Kentucky at the first timeout. The good news is Louisville had to call a timeout when it was 14-5, and Kentucky was 5 for 5 for the field. After that timeout, Kentucky's missed their 2 shots.
Yeah, I mean, good job. Now, Louisville's actually doing some decent things since that timeout in those 2 possessions defensively. But, again, early on, you just can't let guys go open. One thing that I like to see early on was the tap in by Noah Waterman, the missed shot, and he just came down the baseline, and a nice little tap in. I'm not sure how he got it. He was a little off balance, but that's our All-State Good Hands play of the game. Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking All-State first. You're in good hands with All-State, and I think Louisville's in good hands today if Noah Waterman can continue to be active like that. I love Terrence Edwards coming into the game there. At the timeout, they put Terrence Edwards in. He's been in for 1 minute and 23 seconds. He's got 2 points. He's got 2 deflections, and he's got a nice defensive rotation. So good job by him.
Hey, we'll have a Pat Kelsey show coming up this Wednesday night. We'll be at Roosters from 7 until 8. The Roosters in Springhurst to talk about Cardinal basketball. You can join us there or tune in. Join us at Roosters, a fun casual joint this coming Wednesday night at 7. You know, I mentioned at the time, Waterman has struggled so much with his shooting, and sometimes, as I said, players just need to see the ball go through the basket. Yeah. So even though it was a tap-in right under the basket, maybe it starts making him say, okay, I can do this now, and eventually he can get that three-point prowess he was known for in past years. Noah, of course, transferred from BYU, where he played for now Kentucky coach Mark Pope.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. My thought was coming in here and against Mark Pope, he would have a breakout game. That's kind of my hope for him today.
Kentucky ball, Brea inbounds from near the corner, 25 on the shot clock. They get it into play to Garrison. Down low to the right, guarded by Waterman. Little help from Hepburn. Now he's back on Waterman alone. Muscles his way up for a jump hook that comes up short, and there's Hadley to claim the rebound off the rim.
Good job by Waterman, staying strong and staying straight up.
Hepburn drives. It gets in deep, throws it back out front. Waterman's 3, in and out, just wouldn't drop. It was a great look, and it was way down before it popped out.
That was a good look and very open there.
Here's Butler open for a 3. You can't leave him there. Butler's second 3 of the game already. Roos was late to get to him. Here's a 3 from the left. That goes off by Waterman. Not a good shot there. A dribble and a handoff. Here goes Carr for a slam dunk.
That was Chucky late getting back on that one. Chucky Hepburn just kind of got caught up in some traffic.
Kentucky leads the nation in fast break points, and we're seeing it here early on. They're the highest scoring team in the country as well at 91 points a game. Hepburn for Louisville angles over to the right. Hepburn working on Butler, drops it off to Hadley. He'll work on Robinson. Back out to Hepburn. Drives around Butler, gets swatted off the glass by Carr. That could have been a goaltend. Coach Kelsey pretty calm over there, though. Didn't really protest it. Here's Carr. Hepburn tried to get it from behind. Now back out to Butler, then to Garrison out high. Garrison over to Robinson. Comes around to the top. Feeds it down low to Garrison. This will be a handful on Hadley. Garrison works it in closer, bobbled it, and they're going to get traveling called.
Good job by Hadley. And Louisville's got it. They're going to get Kenai Roos out. They need to get Kenai out for right now. It's going to be spurts today for him, but he looks lost on the defensive end. That's 2 trips in a row where his man was kind of got free, and as you said, he was late rotating on the three-pointer, but he's really hurt them on the last 3 possessions defensively.
Louisville has given up 9 fast break points already to Kentucky. Boy, that is playing right into Kentucky's hands. Hepburn walks it up the floor, gives it off, gets it right back from Edwards, lobs it. Ooh, Scott had to reach hard to get it. Didn't come down with it, gave it back to Hepburn. Chucky looking, throwing to the high left to Smith. Hands away. Scott gets it, gives it back. Edwards considered a three. Now steps back, does shoot a deep three from out front and hit it.
I don't know why he didn't shoot the first one. He was more open the first time, but a nice job by Louisville of just ball movement there and getting the guy who was open. Rain wasn't, but Terrence was.
19-12 Cats pressure in backcourt and a bad pass by Robinson. Here goes Scott for a dunk. Hepburn forced that turnover.
Chucky forces a turnover, and James Scott with the dunk. Our Toyota drive of the game. The drive of the game brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. James Scott with the slam.
Garrison out front, dribbles toward the left, hands it away. There's Brea behind the screen, fires and buries another one. He is just unbelievable. His first three today.
I mean, that's as pure as you can be.
It really is. Here's Edwards, considered a three, did not give it back to Hadley at the high left. Comes to the middle, over to Hepburn out deep. Hepburn looks at Scott, Edwards down low, doesn't give it there. They go swinging around. Edwards got loose in the left corner. Good ball fake on Garrison. Bumps into Garrison. And did they call a foul over there? I believe they did, or was it just out of bounds?
I think he just called it out of bounds. Yeah, I believe he just called it out of bounds.
Kentucky will bring Amari Williams back into the game, and also
Travis Berry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard the big roar, and I thought I saw Travis Berry getting off the bench.
Boy, this game is physical so far. They're like pushing each other around underneath there, and you saw when Garrison and Hadley had it down. When Hadley had it with the defense, he was moving his hand around. It's just very physical.
Ansley Almanor in also for Kentucky, so they go to their bench and use it early. Here's Edwards out front. Edwards dips in, backs away, working on Brea. His runner across the lane just came off ahead of the shot clock. Rebound to the Cats. There comes Perry down court, all-time leading scorer in Kentucky high school history. Perry gives the pass off to the right to Williams. Perry goes by. Williams guarded by Scott, just off the right of the circle. Backs it up a little closer on Scott. Turns, kicks it underneath. Good pass, and Oway put it in. What a pretty assist from Williams. Kentucky leads at 24-14. Here goes Rain Smith driving. His runner off the left baseline. Good for Rain Smith. You know, people are just going to close out so hard on him, he's going to have to take it to the rim some.
And he's great with that little floater. That was just a little one off the 1 foot floater. He can do that, and it's very effective.
Williams has it out top, 24-16 Kentucky, nearing the 12-minute mark. Just inside 12 minutes now. Almanor has it from the left, comes outside with it. Almanor loops it back out to Brea. Work on Rain Smith. Brea drives it. Brea takes it in. His runner bounces in off the glass. Nice touch against Rain Smith. What Smith did at the other end. Hepburn for Louisville gives it back out to Hadley. 26-16. Kentucky on top. Here's Hadley trying to work it inside. There's some contact, but no foul. And Williams comes out of there with the ball for UK. Williams leads. Whoa! Where'd everybody go? He just roared right down the open court with a two-handed slam. There was no defender anywhere.
It's not a timeout. Yeah, it's not a timeout.
It's time for a media timeout, but there wasn't a dead ball that I saw, was there?
No, James Scott is injured. James Scott came down big time on that knee. It was either knee or a hamstring. And so, yeah, they're going to take the media timeout, but he was trying to get James Scott out of the game, and he went down at midcourt right there, and the officials stopped the game.
Just what Louisville needs, another injury. 28-16, Cats lead with 11:05 to play in the half. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Want your brand to stand out? Start with Clark & Riggs. Clark & Riggs does it all and does it best. On-demand and variable data printing, direct mail management, e-commerce solutions, warehousing and fulfillment, large format signage and point of purchase material, retail decor and fixtures, rapid prototyping, the finest offset and digital printing in the business, online ordering and inventory management, everything your brand needs to succeed. Visit morethanaprinter.com.
Toyotathon is on. Our biggest event of the year is better than ever, with our biggest and best selection, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time, with available all-wheel drive. Now through January 6th, you can lease a Camry LE from just $259 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details, or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
With the money they saved and earned by enrolling in LG&E and KU's new energy efficiency programs like Online Marketplace and Bring Your Own Thermostat, Frank was able to buy a pygmy goat. Sheila got bagpipes. Harry bought 10 pounds of Monk's Head cheese. Christy learned the Watusi and the Macarena. And Bruce, he bought a bicycle. Because he's just out there. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into. Visit lge-ku.com/save.
Papa John's has your game day feast covered. The Papa Pairings menu from Papa John's lets you pair 2 or more ooey-gooey, mouth-watering menu items for just $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza at Papa John's. Paul Rogers and Jody Demling in Lexington, where the Kentucky Wildcats are on fire. They lead by a score of 28-16 over Louisville. I lied earlier when I said that Kentucky leads the country in fast break points. They're actually in the top 10 in the country in that number, and they have outscored Louisville off a fast break 11-2. They are shooting 79% from the field.
Well, and Paul, it's getting hit by, I don't know, what was it?
Got hit by a parachute.
T-shirt.
A T-shirt parachute.
Hit in the head.
Landed in my lap.
I have a concussion. I'm done the rest of the game. No.
Bob would have jumped over me and knocked me out going for that thing.
Concussion.
You were much more calm.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, you got to play defense. That's 3 baskets that they've gotten at the rim where there's been nobody that has been within 2 or 3 feet of the guy.
That one from Oway was just scary, the way it parted, and there was nowhere anybody close by.
And Paul, this is what I don't like. Kobe Bray, immediately when Rain Smith was all guarding on him, is calling for the ball, and they spread everything out, and they took Rain right to the basket. They've done that to Waterman. They've done that to Rain Smith. Louisville's got to figure out the 2 guys. They're taking advantage of the matchups with those 2 guys so far when they're able to do it. And like you said, most of it's in fast break, so it doesn't really matter.
Kentucky is 4 of 4 in threes. They make 10 threes a game. Louisville makes 8.5, but the Cards make only 27% of their threes. Kentucky is shooting 35% of three-pointers. They lead the conference in assists at better than 19 a game. Kentucky has 9 assists on their 11 baskets. So look anywhere you want, and it's going to be a dominating performance by Kentucky on the stat sheet and on the scoreboard overall. The Cats lead at 28-16 with a little over 5 to go in the half. And they have a deep bench, which is certainly something Louisville does not have right now. Now, I wasn't able to see any more on Scott. He's sitting over there. He looks fine. So hopefully that's the case.
Spent some time with Katie, and she was looking like she was looking maybe more at his hamstring than anything.
Waterman has the ball for Louisville, out deep, guarded by Williams. Backs away with a dribble, then gives to Hadley over to Hepburn at the high left. Hadley sets a screen. Hepburn comes up top. He's got Almoner on him, and he buries a 3 outside. For the top left, Chucky Hepburn has 2 of Louisville's 3 three-point field goals. Here's Williams. Passes underneath. Backdoor cut and a dunk for Kobe Bryant. He's not just a three-point shooter. 30-19 Kentucky. Here's Hepburn guarded by Almoner. Out top to Hadley. Throws to Edwards. Steps back. Didn't shoot. Gives it up top to Hadley. And then to Hepburn out front. Down to Edwards. Edwards come behind a Hepburn screen. 8 on the shot clock. Edwards backs away. Launches a 3. Hit it.
That's what you got to do. That one was really good defense, and Edwards just finally said, you know what, I'm going to shoot it, and took his chance.
But the Cats attack quickly. Oway didn't drive at that time on Smith. Gave it back out. Now here's Williams getting in close and fouled as he rose for the shot by Edwards. So Edwards picks up his first. Kentucky hasn't fouled yet. Louisville has committed 3, 1 each on Scott, Edwards, and Waterman.
Jeb Hartness stepping in. I like that. Pat Adams both stepping in. Williams at the line. And telling Williams was chirping a lot after that foul. Now he's talking to Terrence Edwards, but they both told Williams to stop it. And remember, that's how it kind of gets started in this heated game when somebody starts yapping a little bit.
And I missed on my foul count. Louisville has just 2, 1 each on Waterman and Scott. That was Williams hits the free throw.
13 seconds into the game, we had a foul, and that's the only other foul right now because Kentucky doesn't have a foul yet.
First free throw by Williams was good. His third point, he shoots just 63% from the field.
And they went back in.
Left-hander shoots this one up short. Has a lot of rotation on his shot. Louisville has the rebound. Hepburn fires ahead to Smith. Catch and shoot three way up high on the arc, and it drops off the rim to Williams.
That one was down for rain, and it comes right back out.
That was a higher arc than he usually puts on the ball, though, I thought. Here's Butler, steps in through the lane and draws some contact, and that'll be another Louisville foul. This one's going to go, Chucky, against Hepburn, I believe. Yeah. And now they just said the fourth foul. I have for four. The monitor says two, so I think they missed one. So I think I was right originally when I told you. One each now on Scott, Edwards, Hepburn, and Waterman.
You're right. You're correct.
And the free throw bounces out for Butler.
I'm just looking at the stat sheet from the last. You're correct. I don't know what they did on the stat broadcast thing, but
they've just updated it. It does now show four. Lamont Butler, after missing the last two games with an ankle injury, has come in and scored 6 points on 2 3-point field goals. Just missed that free throw, and he missed that one as well. 63%. So that's one little flaw in the San Diego State transfer. Kentucky leads at 30-22. Here's Hepburn. Gets around Butler almost. Butler recovers now out to Edwards. Comes to the top of the circle and a reach in and a foul. There is the first foul on Kentucky as Otega Owe picks up the foul.
Yeah, you said the rain had that high arc on it. Well, he had Williams coming at, and he saw that, and he adjusted at the last second, but that ball was way up there.
Louisville's 4 of 11 in three, so that's certainly not awful. Here's Hepburn getting pressure from Brea. Jumps and gives it off right through the hands of Hadley, but recovered by Smith. Back to Hadley. Out front to Edwards. Shot clock at 4. Edwards drives it, lays it up, and it came off the rim. The rebound to Hadley himself. Out front to Smith for a three. No good. And the rebound by Williams. Well, you love those offensive rebound pass and three-point attempts. They're the best ones, but it didn't go for Smith.
I think I would have rather Hadley turn around and make the layup because he looked like he was kind of open there, but he did get a very good shot.
Brea dribbling, gives it over to Carr to the top right side. Little contact as they go by the cuts with the screens there. Now Owe with it, pressured on the sideline, hooks it to Carr. He's on Smith, but jumps and pass to Brea for a three for the left wing. No good. Rebound to Williams, runs it down. Good hustle by him. Turns back, throws it out front. And here's Butler kicking to Brea. Hepburn closes out so he can't shoot. Feeds it underneath to Carr. Put it up, missed it in close. Batted in the air. Still tapped around. Bodies tumble to the floor. And it's going to be...
I guess it's a Louisville
ball, judged by the crowd reaction.
I couldn't tell.
Other than that,
I don't think Lee Cassell could tell either because it was bodies flying all over the place. And I think Louisville did a great job there. Brea had looked like a good shot, and I think Edwards even got a fingertip on that one. And Louisville was rotating every time. Louisville rotating at the last second, but they were getting there. Very good defensive possession.
It was. Well, Hepburn brings it down court. Louisville down just by 8. Hepburn straight out of the top. Chucky guarded by Butler. Starts in again, backs away, gives it off, gets it right back, rubs Butler off a screen. Hepburn handling the ball a lot, off to a left corner three by Waterman, no good. Hepburn runs down the rebound. Chucky out by the circle, sideways to Butler, turns on him, gets in close, leaves it off for Scott. He's right there underneath, lost it on the way up, and then it trickles out of bounds. It's going to be Cardinals ball with 9 on the shot clock as we'll come to our under 8 timeout. Kentucky leads it, but Louisville looked like they might be about to get blown out, but it's an 8-point game, 30-22, 7:46 to play, and we'll be right back. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Hungry for made-from-scratch food? From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com and download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to add your name to the wait list or place it to go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await. Texas Roadhouse is a proud sponsor of U of L Athletics. Legendary food, legendary service. Texas Roadhouse. Go Cards!
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Finding quality health coverage is a journey, but that doesn't mean it has to be difficult. With Connect leading the way, you'll easily discover a world of low-cost, even no-cost plan options. Whether you're continuing coverage or just getting started, open enrollment is from now until January 15th. And you can get there with one easy step by visiting connect.ky.gov today. It's the best path to quality, affordable health coverage for every Kentuckian.
7:46 to play in the first half. Paul Rogers with Jody Dimling here in Lexington. Bob Valvano unable to be with us today. Got a little under the weather yesterday, caught up to him. 30-22 is the Kentucky lead over the Louisville Cardinals. The Cats are shooting 71%. Let's check what else is going on in a busy day in college basketball, Jody.
How about this one? Memphis 87-82 over number 16 Clemson in overtime. Memphis gets a huge win. Purdue, they lost. It was in that thing in Indianapolis. Indy Classic, I think it was called. 70-66. Texas A&M over Purdue. Sky Clark with a big game for UCLA. 57-54 over Arizona. Florida, number 9 team in the country. 83-66 over Arizona State. Kansas beat NC State by 15. And Auburn, 91-53.
Oh, wow.
Man, unbelievable. Johnny Broome with over 20 points, 20 rebounds, 5 assists and 5 steals. The first guy in, I think they said, 25 years to do that in college basketball. So a big one there. And then the Army-Navy game, Navy leading 21-13 in football as they are into the fourth quarter. So a lot of other things going on. We'll get some more scores for you a little later.
Scores brought to you by Clark and Riggs, providing business solutions for over 20 years. Visit Clark and Riggs at morethanaprinter.com. They always have something pretty clever on the video board. Now they're doing a thing where they're finding people in the stands who look like a cartoon character in some way, which I don't know if that's flattering or not. And I can't wait to, they run the reverse video of eating food, which can be pretty gross sometimes. They put that up in this building. Well, the Cardinals down by 8, 30-22. It has really come too easy for Kentucky. And in a sense, Jody, I feel encouraged that it's this margin right now. It kind of felt like Kentucky was ready to totally blow it open there for a spell.
Yes, definitely. And I think Louisville's done a good job every time. Let's see. Big possession here with 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
And a whistle before they can get it into play. And it's a Kentucky foul on Owe. Second foul on him. He has the 2 Kentucky fouls. Hasn't been a free throw. I have to take that back. They are 2 for 6 in free throws. Louisville hasn't shot one. Hepburn will inbound from underneath. Finds Waterman on the right wing. Lets loose a 3. There you go from Noah. 5 points for Noah in the game. And it's just a 5-point difference. 30-25, and Hepburn nearly came up with a steal again on Butler. But he runs on ahead down low, gives it off to Owe. Out front to Robinson. Carr comes out high to set a screen. Roos is back in, fights over the screen. Stays with Robinson. Now gets lost on the screen. Pass underneath. Good catch by Carr. That barely got over Scott, and Carr dunked it through.
Yeah, that's a great job there from Kentucky. Not terrible defense there. You said Scott right there, but Carr just too much.
32-25. Kentucky on top of Louisville. Here's Hepburn down low left, wheels inside, and gave up pass to Ruth. It was really not an easy pass to catch, and Ruth could handle it. They're giving it to the Cardinals. You can hear the crowd reaction. And from my angle, which wasn't the best, it kind of looked like it went off of Ruth, but they will not.
Wow, Jeb Hartness was coming out to tell Pat Adams to talk about it, and Pat Adams blows his whistle, says, "No, I saw it. It's going that way." Louisville gets lucky on that one. We'll see the replay here. Oh, yeah, totally lucky.
Mark Pope just looks back over at Jeff Hartness and kind of says, "See, you were wrong." All right, Cards do have it back into play. Here goes Edwards, weaving back to the left, steps back for a 3. Good.
Terrence Edwards, really good shots. It's shot selection tonight. That's more than anything. It's not into someone. It's falling away. It's getting space. And Terrence Edwards, a really good shot selection.
His third 3, 11 points. He's had over 20 the last 2 games, 3 times overall this season. Now we're going to get Roos called for arm wrestling with Robinson. Away from the ball, Kenai Roos becomes the 5th Louisville player to pick up a foul, 1 on 5 different players. 32-28. Kentucky leads. The Cats will inbounds from left front court. We have 6 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson Robinson will come over here to toss the inbounds pass. Drops it into Butler. Butler out deep on Hepburn. Bounces to the top to Garrison. Garrison working on Scott, picks up his dribble. Scott pressures him. Garrison gets it away to Butler, rubs Hepburn off a screen. Butler into the lane. Butler puts one up close, blocked by Scott, but a foul, I think, before the shot.
It was, I believe. And then that's the hard part, Paul, because Chucky takes so many chances. A lot of times that's what happens right there. Chucky came up, he took a chance, didn't get the steal, but Kentucky got the switch, and James Scott just couldn't stay with Butler. And all he could do was foul him there at the end.
And they are going to roll was on the shot. So Butler, who missed 2 earlier, is at the line, shoots to 64% from the stripe. But he puts that one in. Kentucky as a team makes 73% of their free throws. That's 7 points for Butler. Defensive Player of the Year last year in the conference for San Diego State, but missed the last 2 games with an ankle injury, but started today and looks no worse for the wear. The Cardinals still have not shot a free throw. This one is good. And, of course, foul shooting has been one thing that has really helped Louisville along for the most part. Shot a bunch of them the other night against UTEP. Travis Perry back in, played briefly earlier. He's only averaging about a point a game, so he hadn't lit it up like he did as a high schooler, but he's just a freshman getting started. Here's Hepburn. Throws the Waterman open for a 3 front left. Too hard. Line drive slammed off the glass. And he doesn't have much arc on his shot here lately.
And you can't get any more open than that.
Carr pulls up, doesn't shoot the 3. Drops it off the right corner. Perry might take a shot at it, but gave it up instead. Now down low right. Garrison lets a screen cutter go by, bounces out to Brea, pressured by Edwards. 10 to shoot now. Here's Carr at the top, lost it, but picked up by Robinson on the floor. 5 to shoot. Robinson goes along the baseline, runs into Roos, shoots one up a high archer that misses, and a whistle and a timeout called by Mark Pope. That had to be just barely before the shot clock went off.
No, they called it over the. They called it over the basket.
The shot went over the.
That's what he.
Went over that
I don't think he
corner
said
of the basket.
timeout. I couldn't tell what Pat Adams. Pat Adams having a good time out there on his game. I know that, but I couldn't tell what he was saying.
Yeah, it did. It kind of angled over the corner of the backboard. You can't shoot it from there. So the Cards get it back on a turnover, trailing 34-28, and here's some contact out on the floor, and it's going to be a Kentucky foul. The referees are never right when the foul's called on Kentucky.
They're never right.
Called that foul on Robinson. First foul on Jackson Robinson, just the 3rd on Kentucky. 34-28, 5:23 to play in the half. Rain Smith will inbound for Louisville in left front court. Drops it out near midcourt to Edwards.
I don't think they like that call.
That's taken for granted. Here's Edwards. He's been hot. Edwards back and forth on the dribble on Brea. Gets along the baseline down deep. Fadeaway jump hook. Rolls in.
I was going to say too much dribbling there. It was a lot of dribbling for Terrence Edwards, but he just kept getting closer and closer to the basket to where it was just an easy little turnaround.
34-30. 4-point lead now for Kentucky as Cards have settled in nicely after a rough start. Here's Brea down toward the corner. Shovels away out to Carr and then to Williams. Williams gives to Perry. Oh, good feed inside, and Williams puts it up, misses, but fouled on the shot. Oh, what a clever dish that was down inside.
Again,
foul called against Terrence Edwards. He's the first, or he and Scott now have 2 fouls each.
Again, that's where Kadai's going to have to learn. You can't overrun that. He overran that, and Williams was just behind him, and Terrence Edwards had to come back and help. I mean, there was nothing Terrence could do. Boy, Williams is huge.
He is listed at 7 feet, 262
with
pounds.
The wingspan.
Yeah. He's from Nottingham, England, played at Drexel, where he was the CAA Player of the Year 3 times, averaging 10 points and a team best 9 rebounds and 18 blocks for Kentucky. He has 3 points today. And his free throw is good.
Not a great free throw shooter.
It looks a little uncomfortable and it doesn't have much arc, but he's 2 for 2, 63% for the year. Perry and Carr go out as Almanor and who else came back in? Anyway, 2 guys back in for them. Another free throw for Williams. Kentucky 5 of 9 at the line. Louisville hasn't shot a free throw yet. Williams connects. It's a real severe spin on the ball, backspin, but he's hit all 3 of them today, and it's 36-30 Cats. Hepburn walks it straight up court, met by Butler. Hepburn starts to the right, throws back to the high left. Edwards is hot. Fakes the 3, then draws the contact, and they did blow the whistle, but Waterman, almost put it back up and in. And I think got fouled on that. He came flying off to the side, caught the air ball, and nearly put it in the basket, but he'll get free throws.
Terrence Edwards is not Luke Hancock. He tried to draw that foul. He did not get it, and somehow Waterman caught it, and I wish it would have went in because he struggled so poorly from the free throw line.
Almanor drew the foul. For the Cardinal Charity Stripe program, each made free throw means another donation by 7 Brew Coffee, Oasis Solutions, Louisville MSD, and Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. The Cardinal Charity Stripe gives back 1 free throw at a time. And Waterman, who was 5 of 16 at the stripe, just made it for his 6th point. He's played well in this first half. And that one bounces out. 36-31 Kentucky. 4.5 minutes to go in the half. Butler, pressure by Waterman, now goes back to cover up Williams inside. Now top to Robinson. Gets away to Williams out deep. Williams on Waterman. Sideways in with him, down in deep, and puts one up. And good defense by Waterman. Couldn't get it. And Rain Smith comes down with a rebound. Good defense by Waterman. Here's Hepburn out front. Chucky bounces, backpedals a little bit. On the dribble again. Attacks Williams. Into the lane, drops it off. Good dish underneath where Edwards missed it from right on the doorstep.
Oh, that was an easy one and a great pass by Chucky.
Long 3. Robinson nails it. The net is tangled up, so they stop the clock, and that'll be immediate timeout because we're under the 4-minute mark. Wow, that was a deep 3. It is now 39-31. Kentucky leads Louisville. We'll be back for more. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop Deal Double G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line. Plus, 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys when you switch.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. Now drop that jingle.
With 24 monthly bill credits, 4 eligible trade-ins, and 4 new lines with autopay. All qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Cancel the entire account before receiving 24 bill credits, and credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. $829.99 credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence requires iOS 18.1 or later.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
Every Tuesday during basketball season, it's Louis Tuesday at Mike's Car Wash. Get $5 off Mike's top 2 washes. Mike's is open daily from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. 39-31, Kentucky leads Louisville with 3:43 to play in the first half.
I just have a quick little thing, but it's football related. But Jeff Brahman, that last time out there across from us, he got up with Brady and left and went. I knew something was up. Miller Moss called him while he was in the Louisville locker room area and committed to Louisville, according to reports out there. Miller confirming it. Miller's agent confirming it to us.
Miller Moss, who threw 6 touchdown passes against Louisville in the Holiday Bowl last year, will now have a shot. Anyone would think would be the starting quarterback. Coach Brown had great success bringing in his transfer quarterbacks. They're showing the Kentucky volleyball match, and they're currently leading Pittsburgh. Did not catch how far along they are. They're leading this set. Of course, the Louisville women hoping to host a Final Four at the KFC Yum Center next week. They're still alive in the tournament as well. UK leads 39-31. They have dished out 12 assists on their 14 baskets, and they're shooting 70% from the field, including 5 of 6 threes.
Yeah, and Paul, look, Louisville is. The thing about it is Louisville's got, what is it, 6 of 17 threes, but you look at Kentucky, 5 of 6 on the threes. It's the fast break points that are really doing the Louisville. Yeah, they haven't as much here anymore, but the 5 threes. That Jackson Robinson three was so deep and wasn't terrible. Kentucky, besides the Brea first three-pointer, Louisville has, and the Butler one, They've played them well from three-point range, and they're switching well. It's just everything else that's kind of getting them all mixed up.
Well, Kentucky attempts 28 threes per game, and 41% of their attempts are from threes. Louisville, 31 attempts per game, which is 51% of their attempts. The problem is, as we all know, Louisville's three-point percentage has been pretty dreadful, just 27% for the year. A little better today, as Jody said. Louisville is 6 of 17 in threes, which is okay. It's 35%, but the Cats are 5 of 6. And strangely, this is why this is kind of a freaky stat sometimes. Louisville, the team with no reserves, their bench has outscored Kentucky's 13-7.
That's why the stats are. Yes. Some things you don't.
Hepburn feeds out top to Scott. It's on Williams. Scott now back to Hepburn. Chucky pulls up for a long three. No good. And good rebound by Scott. Couldn't quite handle it, though. Went soaring in.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Yes, they gave it to Kentucky.
Right. Yeah, they gave it.
Williams was about to get it. Scott came flying in and nearly had it, but couldn't secure it. Out of bounds to Kentucky. Pass down low right to Williams. Carr breaks into the lane. Chucky steals it away, but then it's knocked loose again. Hepburn saves it in, but too late.
And Carr, Chucky stole it away, went out of bounds. Carr just grabbed him, and so Chucky couldn't run and get it right away. And then Chucky kind of regrouped and tried to save it, but couldn't. Louisville's doing a good job on that right there. That action that Kentucky loves to do, where they get the two big men and he kind of dumps it over his shoulder. They ran it about 10 times against Gonzaga in the overtime last week, and Louisville's doing a good job on that.
Carr got it in, gives it to Williams on Scott to the left, back to Brea, left corner, quick three from there, no good. And Hadley tapped the rebound to Hepburn, but was fouled, I believe, by Carr.
Yeah. That's all you can do right there. He had great position and knew that his position wasn't going to mean anything. It wasn't going to be over the back because Carr is so big, so he just tapped it to his teammate, and he got a foul.
Louisville doing okay on the boards. The rebounds are 16-13 in favor of Kentucky. Here's Hepburn slanting off to the right. Gets in close, puts one up and in, and drew a foul. Foul by Brea.
We'll take a cheap foul every now and then.
Sure, why not?
That was a good job by Chucky getting one-on-one. You know, he's looking more to pass, Paul, than he has in recent games, to me, is what it looks like. If you think back to that game where he had the 30 in the Bahamas, he really wasn't looking to pass as much as he is tonight. On that one, I love that because he went in, and what he did before was he passed back out. That time he went right to the basket.
Hepburn hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. He has shot the most free throws on the Louisville team this year, and at 85%. And here we are back in a 5-point game again, 39-34. Carr out front, they got it inside, and it's put in. Butler put it in. Smith was close to him, but Butler just got there too quick. Here's Hepburn with it. Hepburn out of the high right. He's going to work it in closer on Garrison. Gives it back out front. Now to Scott at the top of the circle. Back to Hepburn again. Chucky guarded by Carr with 8 to shoot. Hepburn into the lane. Turns around, fadeaway. Came up short. An air ball gathered in by Garrison. There come the Cats down court, leading 41-34. In deep, throw it out. Here's a tip, no good, and a foul. Garrison took it in, but ran into Scott, and that'll be a foul on James Scott, which is his third. And now things start getting a little dicey with this narrow rotation that Louisville has.
Yeah, that's where you don't. Paul, that's where you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't know what because you got to put Waterman back in here now, but might try to give Frank Anselm-Ebe a little bit of run.
Free throw is missed by Garrison. Brandon Garrison came from Oklahoma State. He averages 6 points and 5 rebounds. He's 6'10". Yeah, you just wonder when and if Anselm-Ebe can contribute some minutes and give some guys a little bit of rest. That free throw is good by Garrison. Cats lead at 42-34, so back up to 8. 12 was their biggest lead. That was when it was 28-16. Hepburn passes off to Hadley, drives middle, gets in close, puts one up, backhands it up and in. What a clever move by him to score and draw the foul. Foul by Garrison, that's his first. And Hadley pitches in just his 4th point of the game, but he does have 4 rebounds.
But see, I think that's where Louisville can do some things against Kentucky. We've seen Hepburn score inside there. We've seen Rain Smith score inside there. They're so focused on Louisville shooting the threes and trying to run up and get a hand in the face. You can get something around the basket.
Hadley nails the free throw. So John now with 5 points. 42-37, 5-point lead for Kentucky. Garrison, guarded by Waterman, stops, has it on the right of the circle, getting some pressure, and we're going to get Terrence Edwards reacting to a foul call, just kind of got caught up in the traffic, and that's the 3rd foul on Edwards. Now you got Edwards and Scott, both with 3 fouls. So Ruths is going to come in. Will we see Anselm Ebay? Not yet.
And that's a tough foul there for Terrence Edwards because it was just kind of a little bit of traffic over there, and
that's why he reacted the way he did. He was really frustrated with it. Free throw by Robinson, rolls in. 9th point for the transfer from BYU. Came here with Coach Pope. Louisville getting outscored at the stripe today, which is not the way they like things to go. That free throw good as well. So Kentucky is now 9 of 14 at the line. Louisville just 3 of 4, and the Cats lead 44-37 inside 2 minutes. Hadley down low left on Brea, whips it across the floor to Waterman, jumps to catch it, steps inside the arc, backs away, off to Ruths. Kanai sends it back out top to Hepburn. Chucky gives to Hadley. Brea on him. Hadley looking, gives to Hepburn. 6 to go. He's going to have to create. And a deflected pass by Brea. Hepburn gets it. Deep 3. Hit it right before the shot clock expires.
You need one of those every now and then. Kentucky on the run down the floor.
They get it to the other end quickly. Loose ball as players fall down. It's picked up by Hadley. Then his pass is deflected out of bounds by Carr. Hepburn now has 3 threes. So does Edwards. Louisville from 3-point range today. A decent 7 of 19.
But that was a great job by Louisville. 3 guys back. They didn't really celebrate. Chucky sprinted back. Hadley sprinted back. Waterman was right there behind them. They did a good job of making sure they didn't get out and run and get an easy basket on the fast break.
44-40 is the score. Kentucky raced out to a quick 14-5 lead and caused Coach Pat Kelsey to use a timeout. The Cards have settled in and played pretty well since, although they do have 2 players with 3 fouls. Hadley has it now, gives out top to Ruths, and a whistle inside. We're going to get Garrison, I think, called for the foul down underneath. Yep.
Holding Hadley.
Second foul on him. That's the 7th, so we're in the bonus now for the Cardinals. And it'll be Hadley at the stripe where he makes 71%. Had his 3rd double-double of the year last game with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Maury Williams back in for Garrison.
They only list Louisville with 2 steals. I was surprised to see that too. Chucky had more than that in the last couple minutes.
Free throw rattles out. Louisville has 7 turnovers. Kentucky just 3. So I guess that adds up correctly. Here's Kentucky with the ball. Got top to Butler. Butler drives and runs into Hepburn, and that's going to be a charging foul.
No, they called a walk before the charge.
They did, sure did.
They called the walk before the charge.
Well,
I'd rather have the charge.
Free throw, well, but you like to get the free throws.
Well, but it would have been a shooting
I would
just like a foul on him just in case. You know?
Yeah, put that to it. But the Cards do get it on the turnover. 40 seconds to go in the half. 44-40. Kentucky leads the Cardinals. Hadley at the top left, out front to Ruths. Kanai throws on the high right to Hepburn. Chucky comes right out on the big K. Shot clock at 10. Butler guarding Hepburn. Chucky back and forth on the bounce, picked up by Brea on a switch to left corner to Waterman. Good fake, drives baseline. Waterman, it came up just short of the rim underneath. so the Cats can get it to the end of the half. 9 seconds to go. Here's Butler. Butler in offensive court. Drives on Hepburn, gets to the rim, puts one up and in just before the half comes to an end. 12 first-half points for Lamont Butler. The Louisville bench thought he might have traveled when he jumped to a stop under there, but that call didn't happen. And the Cats lead at intermission over Louisville 46-40. Halftime coming up. William McDermott will take you through. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Today we have two very special guests on our program introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
When you build a new home, you have a lot of choices to make. There's the driveway, the doors, floors, foundation, roof, siding, windows, countertops, cabinets, closets, hardware, heating and air, lighting, insulation, switches, septic systems, sinks, outlets, patio, paint, appliances, faucets, fixtures. Like I said, it's a lot. But there's one decision that's easier than the rest. Let Stockton Mortgage handle your new construction loan. Our experts will guide you home.
Stockton Mortgage, NMLS 8259, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
This is your halftime report, sponsored by U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports, official sports rehab provider of the Louisville Cardinals.
Welcome inside the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report as Louisville trails the fifth-ranked Kentucky Wildcats 46-40 at the break. Louisville took Kentucky's punch and responded pretty well. Cards able to fight their way back despite Kentucky shooting 70% from the field in the first half. Wildcats also shot 71% from beyond the arc. They did get to the foul line, though. 9 of 14 there, Kentucky. So really good shooting for the Wildcats. They did turn it over 6 times to Louisville's 1 turnover. That's been a key difference. Cards being out-rebounded by the Cats, 19-13, although 5 offensive rebounds for Louisville for 8 second chance points. Louisville's also gotten 13 points off the bench. Leading scorers, Terrence Edwards Jr., continuing to stay hot. He's had 20 points in back-to-back games off the bench against UTEP and Duke. Already through the first 20 minutes, Fat Edwards has 13 points, 5 of 9 from the field. He's knocked down 3 triples, although he does have 3 fouls. James Scott also with 3 fouls for Louisville. Chucky Hepburn doing Chucky Hepburn things. 12 points for him in the first half. He knocked down 3 threes as well. Had a rebound and assist and a steal. Louisville staying in there here on the road. This environment is pretty crazy. It was loud here early on. But Cards were able to get that timeout just before the under-16, then at the under-16, and they were able to crawl back in this thing, just playing 7 guys, Louisville is, and 2 guys in double figures for the Cards, and Edwards and Chucky Hepburn. For Kentucky, they have 2 in double figures. Lamont Butler, who's missed the previous 2 games with an ankle injury. He is 4 of 4 from the field with 12 points. He's knocked down 2 threes. Jackson Robinson is perfect from the field as well, 3 of 3. Only 1 player on Kentucky has missed more than 2 shots, and that's Amari Williams, who's 1 of 3 from the field. But Robinson, 10 points. He knocked down that deep triple in transition. Wildcats get out in transition. That's how they want to play, and that's exactly what they did in the first half. 16 fast break points for Kentucky, 2 for Louisville. Louisville was able to get to the rim in the one-on-one defense for Kentucky, not that good, but did not shoot the ball well around the rim. Cardinals in the lane and on layups, 3 of 10 where Kentucky is 4 of 5. William McDermott here inside the halftime report as the 5th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats lead Louisville 46-40 at the half. More coming. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Honda's biggest event is back. Happy Honda Days are here with our best savings of the year. All remaining 24s must go. Save thousands with 1.9% financing. Award-winning Honda cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs are all in stock. Like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Do not miss it. To have Happy Honda Days, search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 1/2/25.
Here's Tom Drexler. This is Tom Drexler with Tom Drexler Plumbing, Air, and Electric, proud supporter of the Louisville Cardinals. Just like the Cards, we believe in being the best. That's why only the best technicians wear the Tom Drexler uniform. I promise you will be a fan of our upfront pricing and clean professional service. For all of your plumbing, heating and cooling, or electrical needs, make the right call. Dial 1 Tom Drexler.
Call the plumber whose name is his number. Call the plumber whose name is his number.
Dial 1 Tom Drexler, that's his number.
Yeah.
This great call in Louisville history is presented by T-Mobile. February 17th, 2007. Trailing 12th-ranked Marquette by 1 with only 5 seconds remaining. Louisville's Edgar Sosa found Jerry Smith, who launched the game-winning three.
Into Sosa. Edgar Sosa up court, over midcourt. 2 seconds, 1. Sosa off the Smith, deep three. Good! Jerry Smith!
Head to T-Mobile.com and get a great deal on iPhone 16 Pro.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Louisville. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime score here at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky is Kentucky 46, Louisville 40 inside the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. It was an entertaining first half. Louisville battle with the Wildcats. They were able to make things interesting after taking the first Kentucky punch right on the chin. Lots of halftime festivities going on here in Rupp Arena. We've got Santa coming onto the floor right now. Blue Santa. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my life. And quite frankly, I don't think I should see a blue Santa ever again. Around the country, tons of games going on in college basketball today. There's also some college football, Navy and Army. And Navy trying to play spoiler over 22nd ranked Army, 28-13. The midshipmen lead with 4:29 to go in the fourth quarter. There's also some FCS action going on. I believe the playoffs have started for that. But around the country in men's college basketball, some very entertaining games today. Cincinnati and Xavier. That was a heck of a game not too far from here. Clemson took on Memphis earlier today and lost to the Tigers, Memphis Tigers that is, in overtime 87-82. Cincinnati beat Xavier 68-65. And 8-1 Cincinnati continues to roll. Purdue goes down in a top 25 matchup in Indianapolis to Texas A&M. Auburn demolishes the Buckeyes of Ohio State 91-53. Florida beats Arizona State 83-66. Kansas by 15 over NC State at the Fog. UCLA barely escapes Arizona 57-54. Bruins there. Wisconsin handles business against Butler. And then later tonight, we've got a heck of a slate. Marquette and Dayton, Gonzaga, UConn, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Not a Big 12 game as Oklahoma's in the SEC now. And Creighton, Alabama, all coming up later. And Tennessee, Illinois, number 1 ranked team of the country in the Volunteers. On the road right now and down in the first half to the Fighting Illini in Champaign. 24-21 Illinois over the Volunteers. Here in Rupp Arena, it's Kentucky 46, Louisville 40. Cards hanging around. This is the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. More coming. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Hungry for made-from-scratch food? From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com and download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to add your name to the wait list or place it to go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await. Texas Roadhouse is a proud sponsor of U of L Athletics. Legendary food, legendary service. Texas Roadhouse. Go Cards!
Whoa. Before you use that backhoe, where's the gas line? And where's your wallet? Because you hit a gas line and it's going to cost you. Not to mention that it's also very dangerous. Okay, now, where's your phone? Good. Call 811 before you dig. One call, and you'll know where to dig every time. So call 811. No problems, no accident, no fines. Oh, and it's the law.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Throughout the year, Prairie Farms is proud to partner with the Louisville Cardinals to showcase the standout student athletes over the past 7 days of competition through the Prairie Farms Student Athlete of the Week Award. Follow the Cardinals on Facebook to cast your vote for this week's Prairie Farms Student Athlete of the Week. Louisville trails Kentucky 46-40 here in Rupp Arena. William McDermott inside the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. Cards were able to battle back. They took the initial punch from Kentucky and some great individual performances, in particular from Chucky Hepburn and Terrence Edwards Jr. Hepburn, 4 of 9 from the field for 12 points in that first half. He knocked down 3 3-pointers. Terrence Edwards Jr. had 13 points off the bench. He's coming off back-to-back 20-point games off the bench, and it's good enough for Louisville to be trailing the 5th-ranked team in the country on the road in a hostile environment just by 6. Kentucky shot 70% from the field in the first half, and they were 64% or 71% rather, from beyond the arc. Louisville, on the other hand, 42% from the field, 37% from 3. Cards have work to do, but they're not in a terrible spot. This is a winnable game. They've made it close. They've been competitive, just playing 7 players, and it's a great rivalry environment here in Rupp Arena. That's it for today's U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. Coming up next, it's going to be the second half of Louisville and 5th-ranked Kentucky. The halftime score, Kentucky leads 46-40. Paul Rogers and Jody Demling will have it for you. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
502 Circle is thrilled to be the official NIL collective of the Louisville Cardinals, now a proud official partner of U of L Athletics. 502 Circle is ensuring that U of L student athletes are benefiting from the name, image, and likeness opportunities now available in college athletics. Visit 502circle.com today to find out how you can be at the forefront of supporting U of L student athletes through NIL. Become a member of 502 Circle today. Join the Circle. Go Cards.
Just like your Cardinals, Team Chevrolet has game-changing talent at every position, with a lineup led by the legendary Chevy Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the TurboMax, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Plus, with advanced camera tech, it'll make your most difficult towing jobs a whole lot easier, and your confidence even stronger. Check out the hard-working Silverado at your Chevy dealer today. Proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals. Kentucky drives Chevy.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aguirre here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
46-40, a 6-point lead for Kentucky over the Louisville Cardinals at halftime. Unfortunately, Jody, the Cats got that bucket right at the buzzer because up until then, and I mean, you're not going to shut them out. You're going to make shots, but you loved going in down 4, considering what a rugged start to this game Louisville endured and came back, and they're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, I thought Louisville did a better job after the first 4 or 5 minutes of the pace, controlling kind of the tempo of the game, not letting them get out and go crazy like they were. It would have been ugly if they'd have done that what they did the first 4 minutes. It's interesting to me, the number is 19-13 on rebounds, but I think Louisville did a better job because of the 5 offensive rebounds later in the half, doing a good job on the boards.
The second chance points are 8-0.
8-0. And you look at it, Paul, they shot 69.6% from the field. Louisville only down 6, and they're shooting 70%. And how many times have we said they've just lost somebody on defense? So that's got something to do with this, with the 70%. You think you can fix that? You just got to hope you fix it.
Louisville only turned the ball over 1 time the entire first half. The points off turnovers were 7-3 in favor of Louisville. Kentucky had assists in that first half. This is just a Kentucky team that is so loaded at so many positions. Kobe Brea, a 56% three-point shooter, even better than that here. Actually only made 1 3 in that first half. But Brea did have 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 threes.
Louisville went, you mentioned the 1 turnover. They went the last 18 minutes without a turnover. That 1 turnover was just around the 2-minute mark, Chucky Hepburn, and that was the only turnover in the first half.
Well, remember against the pressure of UTEP.
Yeah.
Or no, well, yes, they did a good job of that overall, but I'm thinking back to the Duke game when Louisville turned it over, I think, like only 3 times the entire second half. 8 rebounds and 4 assists with 4 points for Amari Williams of Kentucky. He's their 7-footer. He showed a pretty good passing touch. Louisville will have the opening possession. The Cards in red going to our left in front of their bench, which is across the floor from us, and the Cards have it into play. Hepburn had a splendid first half for the Cards directing the attack. He's got it on the high right on Butler. Whips it down under there. Scott for a throwdown.
Yeah, and Williams looks up at his teammates like somebody say something. He got picked off, and James Scott was just wide open.
So the Cards get it back to 4, 46-42. The biggest lead was 12, and it came so quick it felt like it was bigger than that. But Louisville fought back. Here is a pivot and a throw out for a Butler 3. That's good. Cats continue to sizzle. They are now 6 of 8 in threes and 71% overall. Hepburn puts it on the floor, stops to the lane, gives it out to Smith. Smith throws on the right to Hadley, out top to Scott. Smith comes around, Scott doesn't get it. Scott now hands away to Hepburn out front. Chucky behind the Scott screen. Gets loose down toward the lane. Backdoor cut by Waterman. Got it on the baseline. Lost it, kicked out the corner. Smith hits the 3. I thought he lost for a second, but he did just grab it and kicked it back out to Rain Smith.
Yeah, he lost it, picked it right back up, and Rain Smith was wide open right in front of the Louisville bench.
So it's 49-45. Here's a 3 by Robinson out deep. That's no good, and Waterman tried to get it. It glanced off of him to Carr out front. Then Butler nails a 3.
Just their second offensive rebound of the game, and it results in a 3.
At the other end, here's Hadley blocked at the rim, and Carr comes out with the ball, throws it up to Williams. Well, Kentucky just comes back at you in the blink of an eye. Here's this 2 from the right side. That misses by Oweh, and Hepburn taps the rebound to Waterman. Chucky goes and gets it from him. When you score, you better turn and run down court quick. Hepburn gets by Williams, scores and fouled. And a great Hepburn with a strong drive to the hoop.
And a great job of body control by Chucky there, because the bigger Williams, oftentimes you'll see that where you go in and you get the foul and you can't get it up over that bigger body. Well, he did just that, and he's going to get a free throw to go at it.
Just the first foul by Williams, but Garrison is going to come in and replace him, and Hepburn will step to the free throw line. Chucky having a big game for the Cards. That's not anything new. 14 points, 2 assists. The free throw popped out. Chucky leads Louisville in scoring and assists and then steals. Tight defense on Butler, but Butler secures the ball and keeps it in front court off to Carr at the high right. Carr gives out to Garrison, hands it away. Going inside, shot put by Robinson, missed it, batted eye in the air. Hadley taps it over to Waterman. Boy, how many tapped rebounds as Louisville come up with today. Good hustle by players just keeping it alive and getting it to a teammate. Here's Hadley attacking Carr, bobbles it, recovers it. Works again on Carr from the low right. Now into the lane, turns, puts it up over Carr, and it rolls off. And that rebound is slapped out by Scott, but he went over the back of Garrison to do it, and James Scott has picked up his fourth foul.
Yeah, that's a momentum-changing, tough one right there for Louisville, and one you really didn't need if you're James Scott to try to kind of go up over the top of the Kentucky guy who's getting the rebound and had good position on you.
So Edwards comes back in replacing Scott. 52-47 Kentucky early in the second half. Cats led at halftime 46-40 after an early 12-point lead. Looked like they were going to blow Louisville out of here. But the Cards kept their cool and right back in the game. Here's Garrison on the left side on Waterman. Leans into him, throws out front to Butler. Another three. Yeah.
Chucky just can't leave him. That's 2 times of the last 3 trips down the floor. He's just left him to go try to double someone, and he gets caught back up in traffic, and he's open.
Here's a ball poked away but recovered. Hepburn gives it to the left corner to Waterman. Waterman leaves it out for Hepburn. 10 to shoot. Hadley has it out deep. Hadley throws the left wing, a Smith three. Came off the front of the rim. Loose ball, though, poked away. Carr comes up with the ball. Carr runs it ahead. Keeps going. Back tap by Hadley. Then Hunt fell down underneath and a dunk by Garrison. Garrison takes advantage of a loose ball dunk. And suddenly the Cats have spurted ahead by 10, 57-47. Going to sub into the game. Brea will come in. Brea known as the prolific three-point shooter, and he is, but Robinson's been the killer today. 5 for 5. Butler, 5 for 5 at three-point field goals. So this place is a deafening din now, and it's only going to get louder because Pat Kelsey has just decided to spend the timeout. 16:33 to play. Kentucky leads it over Louisville by a score of 57-47. We'll be back to Rupp Arena. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
When you share your food, you share your heart. So what's on your table this holiday season? Save on your festive feast at Kroger with delicious deals on all the holiday classics. Or wow the crowd with something new, like a quinoa stuffed butternut squash. It's sure to add a pop of color to your spread. How about a sweet potato casserole with a crunchy oat streusel topping, made with care for the sweet tooth and the savory tooth? With Kroger, fill your table with love and watch as your guests' hearts get as full as their bellies. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm your famous game day chili, and I'm bubbling over on the stove. And while this basketball game is just starting to heat up, I'm already on fire. And now, so is your kitchen.
Are you kidding me?
And if you don't have the right home insurance, paying for this might scorch your savings. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me.
Not available in every state. Savings vary based on coverage selected. Subject to terms, conditions, availability, and qualifications. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Kentucky Office of Highway Safety reminds you to play it safe this holiday season and have a designated driver for all your celebrations. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paul Rogers and Jody Demling at Rupp Arena. Kentucky is just so explosive, Jody. Pat Kelsey had to call a timeout 3 minutes into the start of the game. Kentucky led 14-4. Has been quite as explosive in the second half. They started out 11-7, but they kind of feel like they got things rolling again. So 3.5 minutes into the second half, Coach Kelsey had to call a timeout again.
Yeah, and 3 of 4 from three-point range so far in this half for the Kentucky Wildcats. That's where it's been killing Louisville so far. Twice, Chucky Hepburn has gone to double someone a little further away than maybe you want, and you just can't leave Butler. I mean, now Butler is 5 for 5. He's 7 for 7 from the field, 5 for 5 for threes. You can't leave him that open, and they continue to do that, and it's just one of those deals where you got to stop the bleeding if you're Pat Kelsey.
Now, Lamont Butler now with 21 points. He averages 12.9. Missed the last 2 games with a sprained ankle, but seems perfectly fine today. He's hit 3 threes to start the second half. Brandon Garrison added the other 2. Louisville down by 10 now, 57-47 after climbing to within 4 points just a bit earlier. Cards have a week off, but be right back into a tough environment a week from today when they will go back into conference play in Tallahassee against FSU. Florida State is playing in Miami today in an event against, I forgot who. They were leading last I saw. Tulane, I think it is.
Yeah, Florida State's up 64-52. The AutoNation Orange Bowl Basketball Classic.
Ah, the Orange Bowl Classic. Ray Smith will inbound for Louisville. Gets it into play to Chucky Hepburn. Hepburn guarded by Butler. Hepburn works in a little closer from the right side. Now loops a pass across the water and had to jump way up to get it. Gives it off to Smith. Rain along left baseline. Gets to the rim and flips it in.
Nice job by Rain and a good job by Waterman making that catch. I thought it was going to sail and roll 3 over there, and he went up and got it. And Rain Smith with the layup. He's good. He's good from 2-point range.
Yeah, he's got 2 twos today. Chases Butler over a screen. 6 with him out to Carr. He gives it back up. Now they go down the low left to Garrison on Waterman. Garrison works it in a little closer. Now bounces to Butler, cutting for the lane and lays it in. Boy, what a passer. That Garrison has been a couple of times tonight. So it's 59-49. Kentucky on top. Here comes Hepburn again. Hepburn stops in close, puts up a contested shot that drops off the rim, but fouled on that shot by Butler. And that'll get us to a timeout. I'm pretty sure it was Butler. I want to make sure before we go. Yep. Just the first on Butler, who has scored 23 points in the game after that last basket. It is a 10-point lead for Kentucky as we get our first scheduled timeout of the second half. 59-49, 15:40 to play. We'll be back with more from Rupp Arena in Lexington. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Get ready for game-changing news. Hightower Men's Clinic is your go-to for tackling erectile dysfunction with an all-natural, non-invasive approach that requires no drugs or needles. Our innovative technique is considered the new standard in ED treatment. Plus, we're here to assist with plantar fasciitis, weight loss, and neuropathy, helping you achieve optimal health. Ready to get the life you deserve? Visit hightowermens.com today. That's hightowermens.com.
When you share your food, you share your heart. So what's on your table this holiday season? Save on your festive feast at Kroger with delicious deals on all the holiday classics. Or wow the crowd with something new, like a quinoa stuffed butternut squash. It's sure to add a pop of color to your spread. How about a sweet potato casserole with a crunchy oat streusel topping, made with care for the sweet tooth and the savory tooth? With Kroger, fill your table with love and watch as your guests' hearts get as full as their bellies. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Cards fans, playing in the ACC takes grit and determination with a reliable team backing you up. Same goes for your trash service. That's why so many rely on Rumpke Waste and Recycling. We've been in the game for more than 90 years, and our playbook is all about dependable service. Need an open-top dumpster for a job site? A container for your business? Trash and recycling service at your home? There's only one team, Rumpke. Learn more and start service today at rumpke.com. Rumpke, waste and recycling done right.
Get your L's up and head to your nearest Liquor Barn or Party Mart store, an official partner of the Louisville Cardinals. Go to liquorbarn.com and download the Liquor Barn app to place an order for pickup or delivery. It's easy to shop for your favorite beer, wine, and spirits at Liquor Barn. 59-49, Kentucky leads Louisville with 15:40 to play. As is custom, the first time out of the second half, they spell out Kentucky while the cheerleaders, they spell out Kentucky. And then a celebrity Y comes out, and it was none other than Antoine Walker, former UK star, who looks a little bit bigger than he did, at least wider than he did in his playing days, Jody.
I wouldn't want to take a charge, I'll tell you that. Twan.
Oh, boy. Oh, the Cards have really done a good job most of the game. They got off to a bad start in the game and a bad start to begin the second half. Now we got a 10-point difference, 59-49. The Cards have cut it to 4 a couple of times. Kentucky got a bucket at the horn to make it 6 at halftime. Now they've outscored Louisville 13-9 here starting this half. UK is still shooting 68% from the field. Louisville, after a rough start, at 44%. Cards are a decent 8 of 21 in threes, but Kentucky is 8 of 11 in threes, and Lamont Butler is 5 for 5.
Yeah, and this is the next to the under 12, almost into the under 8. That's when Louisville, you've got to be careful. Edwards has got 3. He's on the floor. James Scott has got 4 fouls. Without the depth, we've talked about it a number of times, Paul, the thin margin for error with this team. It gets shorter when you've got a guy, you're one of your main guys over there, sitting on the bench with 4 fouls with 17 minutes to go in the game. So get through the next 4, 5, 6 minutes here if you're Louisville.
Chucky Hepburn has 14 points, is at the free throw line, and his shot is good. So Chucky is now 2 for 3. He shoots the most free throws on the team, and is at 84%. Chucky's only had less than 4 assists in a game twice this year. He has 2 assists so far today. That free throw is too hard. Hadley almost was able to tap the rebound to a teammate, but wasn't able to pull it off, so Kentucky gets the ball. Butler trots in the front court. Gives it out at the top to Garrison. Garrison's on Waterman, picks it up. He's a terrific passer. Lets it go out to Brea. Out to the top for a 3 over Smith, and he missed it. Good, as good as he could. Yeah. Smith was right in his grill.
Good closeout.
Rushes down court, gives it off to Edwards out front to Waterman. Noah dribbles around to the right. Backs away for a 3. Good by Noah Waterman. His second 3 today.
I said he's going to get hot at some point or another. Let's hope it's here in the second half. That's a good step back, a good sign for Noah Waterman.
59-53. The Cards won't go away. Here's Brea. Works off a screen. Smith chases him. Brea passes a Carr. Carr on Waterman. Turns into the lane. A lot of contact between those two, and he doesn't get it up to the rim. The rebound to Waterman fell to the floor and got it off to Hepburn. Chucky dashes up court. Hepburn to the top left. Feeds it into the lane to Hadley. Turns, puts it up and in, and fouled by Brea.
They're going to have Hadley when Brea is on him. He did it twice in the first half. He did it right there. Gets it, a spin to the right. He's going to go. No, he goes the opposite way. And there you go. Javon Hadley, we said it. He's a key for this Louisville team.
Hadley, 6'6", and just plays so big. Started at Colorado every game last year. Had his third double-double of the season Wednesday night in the win over UTEP. Today he has 7 points and 4 rebounds. And at the free throw line here, where he shoots 71%.
All right, so Kentucky put Alamori in. They do put Williams back in, but Louisville counters. They got Kenai Roustan in this one. A really, really small lineup for Louisville right now.
Cards down 59-55 after the 59-56, excuse me, after the made free throw. And here's Butler in front court. This is the closest Louisville's been. Butler pressured by Hepburn. Butler in and out on the dribble. Jumps into the lane, throws one up off balance, and Hepburn just went a little too far to try and throw him off and committed a foul. That is the second foul only on Chucky Hepburn.
Maybe he'll miss a free throw. It's the only thing he's done wrong today. Butler, he's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He's 8 for 8 now from the field.
Kentucky as a team shoots 48% and 38% from 3. Today, 64% and 67% from 3. And Butler, as Jody just said, the main guy there with 5 for 5 at the stripe, but 2 for 4 at the free throw line. And this one looks off and it rattles out.
Oh, the reverse jinx. Talk about it and it happens, right?
Well, he is just a 64% free throw shooter. So that's the one bit of flaw in the game of the San Diego State transfer. Defensive player of the year in the league last year, putting on a big offensive show today. That free throw is good.
All right, let's see what Louisville does here with this small lineup. This is where you can take advantage of Hadley and Edwards because they've got good matchups.
Cards down by 460-56. Hadley gives it up. Edwards to the right baseline. His runner in and out. Rebound slapped out of bounds by Edwards. It'll be Kentucky's ball.
And they did. They went right to the matchup. You had Hadley being guarded by Williams, and you had Robinson on, or Alamori on Edwards. They went right to Edwards. He got a good look, but the ball just didn't go down.
Butler trots in the front court, gives to Williams out top. Williams dribbles left of the circle. Robinson goes by, doesn't get it off to Butler. Butler will drive. Ooh, it looked like he threw an arm. No call. Threw an arm into Edwards and took it to the rim and scored. Here's Smith for Louisville. He drives it. Smith in deep. Gets it back out to Ruth. Then to Hadley out top to Ruth at the high left. 62-56 Kentucky. Hepburn open for a three at the top. Yes!
Wide open Chucky Kanai being very, very patient and waiting. Drew a double team, and I'm not sure why they didn't go over there to Hepburn.
3-point game again. Here's Williams working on Hadley. Williams much taller. Hadley giving him all he can handle, but he put it up and on anyway over. Had no way to really stop that. Plus, Williams is a really good passer. There goes a good pass under to Smith. Has to chase down a loose ball. It was just out of his reach. Kentucky running the other way. Robinson chased by Hepburn and poked it out of bounds. I was thinking don't foul him, Chucky, but he did manage to at least stab the ball away.
All right, so Louisville's going to get Waterman back in. Yeah, you can't go too long with that lineup if you're Louisville. Just no size at all.
Williams is such a big, strong guy, but you can't really double him because he's so good at hitting the open man. He has 4 assists today.
Williams and Garrison both are just such good passers as big men.
Travis Perry back in. He'll throw the inbounds pass. He finds Robinson. Right baseline jumper is short. It kicks right back to him. Now a three. No good again. That one slapped down on the floor. Butler fakes the three, steps back. So the Cats with some offensive rebounds to keep the possession alive. Williams doesn't give to Brea. Throws over to Almanor, then down to the right side to Robinson, to the right baseline. Out to Almanor, his three, that's offline, misses, and rebound corralled by Ruths. So Louisville with the ball, down by 5, 64-59. Chucky Hepburn drives baseline, gets to the rim, reverse layup, sweet by Chucky Hepburn.
It looked like he might pass it to Hadley, and instead gave him a little head fake and went right underneath with the reverse layup.
Three is as close as they've been. They did it once before. It's 64-61. Brea steps back with a three over Roos. Oh, my gosh, he buried it. And Roos just did everything but foul him.
Right in his grill. Nothing more you can do if you're Kanai on that one.
Here goes another drive by Hepburn. Has to loop it back out to the corner, and Roos under some pressure. And throws a bad pass. Oh, bad pass trying to go outside, and then Edwards fouled in frustration. Kanai sort of saw the bad pass coming, tried to motion to Edwards, and by that time he let the pass go, and Kentucky had the steal. Having got a foul, we're going to have a timeout. 67-61, a 6-point lead for the Cats with 12 minutes to play in the game. The foul was on Edwards, and that is his fourth, giving him and James Scott both with 4 fouls. We'll be back to Lexington. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
The Galt House Hotel is ready to be your legendary Louisville destination. We have your answer to that long overdue date night or reunion with friends. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner in Walker's Exchange, monthly bourbon dinners at Swizzle, or cigar lounge nights on the Walker's patio, your visit will be nothing short of legendary at the Galt House Hotel, the official hotel partner of the Louisville Cardinals.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Ever find holiday shopping overwhelming? We've got to figure out what they want and then find it all too. Enter Kohl's. They have the best gifts all in one spot. The toys your kids have been asking for, the silk PJs she's been eyeing, and the stylish sweater he'll love. And you can get 20% off some of your gifts during their customer appreciation event. Yup, holiday shopping at Kohl's is the move. Select styles, offers end December 15th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to toys. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Papa John's has your game day feast covered. The Papa Pairings menu from Papa John's lets you pair 2 or more ooey-gooey, mouth-watering menu items for just $6.99. Better ingredients, better pizza at Papa John's. Paul Rogers here with Jody Demley and William McDermott. Scott Kaysen is our engineer. The Louisville Cardinals and Kentucky Wildcats playing a fierce rivalry game today. It's the Cats on top of Louisville, 67-61 with 12 minutes to go. Louisville, who has trailed by as many as 12, has 3. But the Cats just continue to be on fire from three-point range, Jody. And
yeah, they do. It's 9 of 15 for them. 62% from the field, but 9 of 15 from three. But Paul, maybe more than that, even looking at the stats and breaking it down a little bit more. 60-2 on fast break points. We know that. On the flip side of things, my count, I was just looking at the shot chart. Louisville's missed 7 layups. So when you add the two of those together, you talk about being outscored 14 on fast break points, and then there's another 14 there on missed layups. We're talking about 28 points in those two categories. That's where this game has been right now.
Louisville just committed a hurtful turnover, but you can't really fault them too much in that department. They've only turned the ball over 3 times the entire game. Kentucky has committed just 6 turnovers themselves.
No, but you hate that turnover because Kenai Roos committed it through the bad pass right at midcourt. And when Robinson made the steal, there was nothing that Terrence Edwards didn't foul him. He was just in position to where he hit him, and it was a foul. You know what I mean? It wasn't Terrence's fault. The ball went just kind of right to him. So
Scott and Williams.
Scott is coming back in.
Scott and Edwards each with 4 fouls, and Scott is back in. Edwards is on the bench for now. Louisville has not won here since 2008. The last time they won in the series was in 2020. They are just 5-22 here in Lexington. Perry back on the floor. The big high school star from last year won a state championship. Kentucky with the basketball. Here's a 3, no good by Oway, and Louisville comes down with the rebound. Here's Hepburn running it into front court. Chucky slows up straight out front for a 3. Came up short, though. Tap no good. Carr then had it, got clocked. Oh, no, I think it might have been Scott. Totally inadvertent, just caught up in the battle for the rebound, and James Scott has just fouled out of the game.
They're going to look at it. Hold on. Pat Adams called it on Jeb Hartness called a 0, and they fouled him out. But Pat Adams did run over and told him, no, it's on 9.
Oh.
So they're looking at it.
I did think initially it was on Scott, but there was another player there, which I guess was Roos.
Kenai was there.
So they could change this. Scott has 4 points, but does not have a rebound today. This was after his first double-double of the season Wednesday night, 11 and 11, in the win over UTEP. Taking a look at a replay now, and see, well, yeah, it could go either way.
It could go either way.
Yeah, they're both right there, and I think there's contact from both. So, just one of those deals with where unless it's conclusive, you have to.
Well, one guy
because
one guy called it on 9 and the other called it on 0.
Oh, did he actually make the call?
Yes, he actually made the call. So,
nope, it's going to stay on red. So that's all.
Yeah, Pat Adams, that's amazing awareness of a game. And Pat Adams is going over, tells Coach Kelsey, kind of like I tried, because, he literally...
Well, so Louisville's lost the first Warrior for the day. Boy, it's just so hard when you're playing with now 6 players, and a 7th being Frank Anselm-Ebay, who has not yet seen the floor. And Kentucky just keeps throwing bodies out there. Cats have the ball leading 67-61. Garrison out top with it. Garrison searching. A lot of cutting going on, but Louisville sticking with him. Garrison still with it. Finally releases to Brea. 14 on the shot clock. Now the Carr out top on Hadley. Carr gets it off. Oway jumps up, feeds under, and Carr dunks it.
Nothing Rain Smith could do. They got caught in a switch, Rain Smith on Carr, and he just threw it up to the rim, and Carr went and got it.
Extends the lead back to 8, 69-61. And Carr bats the pass away that Hepburn threw. Good play by Carr. Stops, gave it off. Oway onside, scores. All of a sudden, it's 10 points again, 71-61. Boy, they just come at you in so many ways. There's a timeout from Coach Pat Kelsey. This will not be a media timeout. We have 10:44 to play. 71-61. Kentucky has scored 7 in a row over the last minute and a half. Progressive is helping to drive veterans' lives forward through their Keys to Progress program as progressive.com. I don't know how you combat this, Jody. This team, as I say, they come at you so many ways. They're tall, they're fast, they're strong, they shoot the lights out.
I mentioned to you in the last break, I hate that we don't have Kason Pryor the entire year. I really hate we don't have him today because this is the kind of environment that he would thrive in. And what they're doing to Louisville to win this game is something that he would help. The cuts that they've got, the big men passing, he's just so much longer, and the length would create some things. And now Louisville without Scott, you're really shorthanded.
I mentioned to Coach Kelsey in the pregame that this team averages 19 assists per game, best in the conference, but everybody does it. For example, their leading assists today, Butler with 4, Carr with 4, and Williams has 4. Williams among their biggest of big men. They just all really see the floor and pass the ball beautifully. So here's the Cards back into play down by 10. Smith trying to get through. Does, but staying out on the perimeter, though. Here's Hepburn inside the arc on the left. Out to Smith for a left wing 3. Good. He knew that was in as soon as he let it go. He's got 10 points and 2 threes.
So did we right in front of us, and that was smooth the entire time.
Butler gives off to Garrison. Out top again to Owe. On the high left to Butler. Butler tosses down low left to Garrison. Works it on Waterman. Bumper Carr's under there again. Good pass by him, but it's picked away. They tried to go to Carr. It was a good pass initially, but Hadley read it coming and got there just in time and then was fouled by Carr after that.
And that's one of those times we've talked about it a lot in the last couple of years. We talked about dribbling too much. That's one of those times where Garrison, it's good. You let guys happen, you let things happen, but he dribbled a little too long, and Hadley was able to know exactly what he was doing.
So the Cards are back down by 7, and with the ball, it's 71-64. Hepburn out top, picked up by Carr. Here comes Waterman breaking out, but Hepburn will drive middle, pivots around, searching, has to lube it back out. Now Hepburn comes to get it back to Waterman with 6 to shoot. Hepburn out deep, a 3 over Garrison, no good. Rebound knocked to the floor and out of bounds. Touch last. I thought by Kentucky, now we're going to shot clock violation. I think Louisville hit it anyway. I don't know if the shot clock should have gone off. I'm not sure if they're going to on a shot clock violation or just saying Louisville hit it out of bounds because the horn didn't sound till the ball had bounced over the baseline down there. But I think they ruled that Louisville had hit it.
Pat Kelsey wasn't complaining about the shot, but he took probably about a hold underneath.
Butler brings it into front court. 71-64 Kentucky. Less than 10 minutes to play now. Carr to high right. Hadley right up tight on him. Gets it off inside to Robinson. Right at the top of the circle, actually. And then back to Carr again. Carr looking. Finds Owe. Owe bangs into Hadley. Misses in close and water enough to corral. Shovels away to Hepburn. Quickly to Smith. Rain gets a bump from Carr. No call. Shovels away to Hepburn again on the left wing. Chucky drives middle. Out to Smith. A catch and shoot 3 by Rain. No good. Waterman taps it, keeps it alive, and we come down in a tie-up on the possession with the arrow pointing to Kentucky.
Good job keeping it alive there. Waterman active on the offensive boards. Kenai Roos going in and grabbing it. Just a tie-up.
Rebounding is 30-21 Kentucky. The Cats have an average of almost 45 rebounds per game. And they out-rebound opponents by 8, but they're the third best rebounding team in the country in terms of number of rebounds. Now, a lot of that has to do with how many shots people miss.
I was just going to say, how many, right, exactly.
Butler works off a screen out top, gets down low. Waterman picks it up, blocks it up. They're going to get the foul. Just the second foul on Waterman.
The foul is on Waterman. That's his second in the team's
Kentucky is 10 of 16 at the free throw line, and Louisville is just 5 of 9. Why are they booing? They're giving them free throws.
Oh, no, because Pat Kelsey's going off on Lee Cassell. They're booing Coach Kelsey.
Cassell just politely nods and walks away. Butler's free throw rolls off. So he's just 3 of 6 at the free throw line.
I wish we had enough bodies to foul him every time.
I was thinking the same thing because on the field he's 9 for 9 and 5 of them are threes. And this one looks too hard. Oh, they got it. Spoke too soon. Travis Perry back in. The freshman from Eddyville has not scored today. Just averaged about a game. Hepburn walks into front court. Louisville trailing by 7, 71-64. Hepburn comes around to the left side, just inside the arc with the ball. Gives it to Smith, the left wing three. Right rain, misses. Robinson secures the rebound for UK. Fires straight ahead. Long pass to the right corner to Perry. Lays it back out, and it was wide of Card over the sideline and out of bounds.
I was going to say a good look for Rain. I didn't want to interrupt you because they're so fast down the floor there. Yeah. Unreal. You look up and they're at the basket, but a good look by Rain there. Louisville running that action where they get Chucky into the lane and have Rain on one of the corners. That's what they like.
Here's Hepburn in deep on Carr. Now it's surrounded left corner. Smith's three. No good. Waterman rebounds. Takes it to the foul line, back out front to Hepburn. Smith is now 2 of 8 in threes. He's made 2 twos today. Waterman misses a 3 for the left wing. Garrison claims the rebound. Well, Card's still firing away and getting pretty good looks, but they're now just 11 of 30 in threes. Robinson has the ball at the top right. Drives on Edwards. Can't foul him. Here a good defense, though. They miss, but a follow misses, then put in on the third try by Andrew Carr. They just blew the whistle. Did Louisville call a timeout?
No, Kentucky called a timeout.
Cats call it with 7:37 to play. It's 74-64. We're under 8, so it'll be a full timeout. Cats up by 10. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
Cards fans, get your ales up. U of L Athletics has partnered with locally owned Gravely Brewing to bring you Cardin Ale, the official craft beer of the Louisville Cardinals. This crisp, light-bodied blonde ale is the perfect beer for wherever you are on game day, at the arena, watching at home, or at the newly renovated Gravely Tap Room. Join your fellow fans for watch parties throughout the season and let the Cardin Ale flow at Gravely Brewing, where fresh beer is everything.
Hey there, Cardinals fans. Your home deserves top-tier care and attention. That's why you can count on Southern Roofing and Renovations, your trusted local roofing expert. From the moment they arrive to the final inspection, Southern Roofing provides a guided experience from start to finish. Whether it's a quick repair or a full roof replacement, they've got you covered with the dedication and quality you can rely on. Visit SouthernRNR.com and see the Southern difference for yourself.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
When holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find amazing deals on everything you need all in one place so you can focus on the moments that matter. Kohl's, where family comes first. We have 7:37 to play. Kentucky leads Louisville 74-64. Cats have actually cooled off somewhat. They are under 50% in the second half, but still for the game at 59%. And this kind of amazed me, Jody. Louisville has missed their last 6 shots, and they're still at a decent 43% from the field. They've had a couple of good looks at threes recently, but those have gone awry. But still, even in threes, they're 11 of 30, so they're up at just over 30% in that regard, 37%. But the Cats, the three-point difference has been a huge thing there. 9 of 16 in threes, and as already mentioned, Lamont Butler has made all 5 of his 3 and all 9 of his shots overall.
Yes, he does. And I've got some other scores for you.
I forgot. Okay? I'm sorry.
You forgot.
I did forget, and get a few, and we'll get some more at the next break as well.
All right, Illinois 39, Tennessee, the undefeated number 1 team in the country, 37 with 14 minutes left. McNeese State and Mississippi State tied at the half at 29. UCLA wins 57-54. Wisconsin beats Butler 83-74. Kansas rips NC State 75-60. Florida 83-66 over Arizona State. Auburn 91-53 over Ohio State. And a couple of ACC scores of note for you. Florida State wins 77-64 over Tulane. Clemson loses 87-82 in overtime to Memphis. Georgetown beats Syracuse. Cal beats Northwestern State. And SMU 74-64 over LSU.
I'll throw this in. Navy upset Army today 31-13 in that annual battle. Those scores presented by Clark & Riggs, providing business solutions for over 20 years. Visit Clark & Riggs at morethanaprinter.com. Louisville ball trailing 74-64 and 7.5 minutes to go.
Should say Louisville gets a commitment from Miller Moss. I'll throw that one in there.
That's pretty big, too. Keeping score on that regard. Here's Edwards back and forth, drilling a top, steps back for a three, and drained it.
He's playing a great game. It's very easy when it comes to him. He looks more relaxed out there today. That one, just a little one-on-one, just a little move. He doesn't really have to do much. A step back three at the top.
Here's Brea open for three. Finally missed one. And it bounces out of bounds on the rebound. He tried to save it in. And actually, Hepburn.
No, he saved it off of Hepburn.
He probably threw it off of Hepburn when he dove over there. Nothing Chucky could do about that. Brea, I said, finally missed one. He has made another one. He's been good, but not as good as Butler today.
Garrison just flew over there. And Chucky was kind of boxing out almost to try to let it go out of bounds, knowing that it was going to be a Louisville ball. And Garrison...
Great hustle play by Garrison.
He and Waterman hand fighting now.
Yeah, they are. And the officials really aren't seeing that. I'm not sure what they're looking at. Look at down at Jackson Robinson, asked him to tuck his shirt in.
Tell them all the Kentucky guys to tuck their shirts in.
It'll be Kentucky's ball in left front court, 19 on the shot clock. It's 74-67. And the inbounds pass comes to Garrison as Waterman tried to flail and draw a foul on him. They get it back to Robinson, picked up by Waterman on the left side. All the way across the floor to the right corner, where it's caught. Kicked back out front, bobbled by Oway. Grabs it back, two to shoot, three out front. You're kidding me. Butler again. The Butler keeps doing it.
Louisville did everything they needed to do, and at the very last second, with 1 second on the shot clock, he flies open on the left wing.
77-67. Here's Edwards. He's working on Oway, gets the step, flings one up and in nicely off the glass. Edwards nearing another 20-point game. That's been there the last two. He's got 18 today.
Yeah, he's played at a high level.
Oh, that's a violation, isn't it? Garrison, the ball got away. Garrison stepped in and touched it. Are they going to let him do that? Oh, I'm not sure what happened.
I'm not sure what happened.
They're going to let him do it again. It looked like the ball just rolled away. He stepped up and picked it up. All right, here's Butler in front court. Butler 10 of 10 for the field and 6 of 6 in threes. Robinson gives off to Butler, bounce pass to Garrison, tried to attack the rim, missed the dunk, but fouled by Waterman.
Ooh, and a good foul by Waterman because he missed it, but I almost thought it was almost clean. He got him with a little piece of his body. We don't see a replay in here, but just a little piece of his body. It looked like down low. He got it clean up top. And then Garrison just, wow, Waterman and Garrison having some words.
Garrison, an Oklahoma State transfer at the line, where he's this year 6 of 10. 1 of 2 today. That one's good. Right in the bottom for his fourth point. Averages 6 and 5 rebounds. 78-69 Kentucky. Free throw right there again. So the Cats on top by 10 again, 79-69. Louisville got to within 3 on a couple of occasions. This is Butler pressuring Hepburn. They thought Chucky threw an arm, but I thought he was just trying to defend himself.
Yeah, I thought if anything, he probably maybe walked, but he didn't do anything.
Here's a 3 out front from Edwards. Nailed another one. So Terrence Edwards has scored Kentucky's last 8 points. That gives him 21 for the game. And it is 79-72. Garrison out front with the ball. Garrison lets Robinson run by, still holds it. Now gets it down to the left corner. There's a 3 over there from Brea. Skims the rim, and Hepburn grabs the rebound for Louisville. Chucky down court. Bounces off to Edwards. Terrence is feeling it. They leave him open. A three. No good. Waterman soars in for the rebound. Knocked away from him, though. Smith dives for it. He's on the sideline. And a timeout called by the Louisville bench. We're about to get tempers over there. Garrison right in the Louisville bench. And there's a big brawl about to break out over there. Garrison's the only one in the Louisville bench area, and he was trying to get something going over there. Not sure what the fans are booing about. It was all the Kentucky guys flying into the Louisville bench. Pope and Kelsey kind of looked at each other, and Pat said, "We're okay." Pretty much a heat of the battle thing, but I do think the Kentucky players more instigated that.
I think it was Garrison that did. He jumped into the bench over there. They were all diving for a loose ball. Rain Smith is on the ground when it all happened. Garrison stepped on Rain Smith. That's the only thing that I see initially.
I couldn't tell for sure if he actually did step on it, but he definitely sort of pushed his way into the Louisville bench area.
Okay, we have a common foul on line number 10. The rest of
So they called the foul. That's the initial foul is on Garrison before any of that started.
He said common foul,
yeah,
right?
Common
That's
foul.
what he said.
Before any of that started.
Now they're looking at the rest of it.
Now they're going to look at the rest of it.
So give Garrison a foul, which will be his third. It's 79-72 Kentucky with 5:07 to go.
And Paul, I want to point something out while we're waiting for them to do this. When all that happened, when it was all over, I mean, there's Kentucky State troopers on the floor. Mark Pope and Pat Kelsey are both making sure guys get away. And on Louisville's bench, Ali Khalifa, who is sitting out, grabbed his entire team and they went towards the end of the bench down there, and they all huddled up. I don't know what they're
showing a replay of it. And
he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
Rain was out of bounds when
Rain was out of bounds when they were calling a timeout.
But still, beyond that, you had Garrison who kind of pushed his way. Okay, I'm watching it now again.
There's the common foul. We see it.
But he does appear to be out of bounds. His shoulder is out of bounds. Rain Smith's is. And then,
the thing of it is, he did. Pat Adams and Jeb Hartness are literally in the middle of that. Mark Pope got there pretty fast. It's right there with all the Louisville. I don't know if do you add anything? Because no punches were thrown.
I don't know. I didn't see anything. You're right. I didn't see any punches thrown, but it just did seem like Garrison was trying to make sure he could get in people's way. He was forcing himself into the Louisville bench and huddle area, and he just wouldn't stop. So the play has been blown dead as I watch this.
I am worried. I am worried a little bit about Kenai Roos' arm coming in there off of the
mostly
bench.
A tangle of arms and legs.
Yeah.
It's really hard to decipher anything specific. There's 5:07 left to play in the game. It's 79-72. Kentucky has led all but 10 seconds in this game.
Welcome to the rivalry, guys, that are on that coaching staff for the first time, that are on the bench for the first time. Seems to always happen, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's hard not to happen in a rivalry of this magnitude and this intensity. I did see a number of the Louisville players, mostly the walk-on troops, kind of trying to pull the guys back away from all the melee and get them off by themselves. So the officials are continuing to discuss this.
They're going to announce.
They're getting patient. Let's see what we can hear.
Okay, after everything is done, we're not going to call anything extra applicable.
That's what I thought.
Why are they booing?
Because they thought that Louisville should have something, they thought that, first of all, they thought Rain was out of bounds, which he was.
You can't go back
and change that. All right, Pat Adams just told the TV crew right next to us, the common foul on 10. After that, nothing happened.
So was Louisville granted the timeout?
No, it was not a timeout. It was a common foul.
Okay, so but I thought Rain Smith was calling a timeout.
He was trying to, but they call the foul first.
All right, Louisville's going to inbound the ball.
So
20 on the shot clock because they'll inbound from right in front of their bench.
Garrison's third foul.
Edwards gets it out to Hepburn. Hepburn works to the top, finds Edwards. Terrence has been on fire lately. Way out of deep range. Takes it to the side. Gives back to Smith. 6 to shoot. Hepburn has it now. Hepburn fakes on Carr. Shoots. Misses a 3. Long rebound to Waterman. Noah secures it. Gets it away to Edwards. Terrence will reach, and a foul called on Butler.
And that's how we got to where we were before. Louisville get an offensive rebound. That was Waterman again, Paul. And Waterman is doing a great job on the offensive boards. He's got 10 boards overall, but he's just so active. And I don't wonder how many deflections and taps that he has.
Of his 10 rebounds, 5 of them are offensive rebounds. The Cards have it back into play. Down 79-72. Hadley drives left, gets toward the baseline, working on Jack Robinson. Pivots around him, gets to the rim, fakes, goes up, and it came off the rim. Rebound slapped by Carr to Robinson. Oh, man, Hadley did so many good things to get in that position, just could not quite finish it off. Carr with the ball, hands back to Robinson. Robinson out top, hooks it over on the high left to Garrison. Feeds left side. A little awkward pass and loose ball bobbled and lost out of bounds by who? Yeah. It'll be Louisville's ball as it was touched by Butler.
He got Chucky there. Chucky had him. He beat Chucky around the dribble, and then from behind, somehow Chucky reached and tapped the ball, and it went off of Butler out of bounds.
Hepburn in the front court with Louisville trailing by 7, nearing the 4-minute mark. Hadley out top of the ball. Edwards ran across down low, couldn't get the pass to him. Hadley will attack Carr, now leaves it out for Waterman. Noah turns it down the lane. Noah searching, gets it back up, 10 to shoot. Here's Hadley with it. Hadley on Garrison, shoots a 3 over him, no good. Rebound to Waterman again, another offensive board. Noah puts it up, traveled though, I think. He scored, but they're going to call steps beforehand. Oh man, Waterman's playing his butt off. He's just giving it all. Timeout. 3:45 left in the game. Kentucky leads Louisville 79-72, and we'll be back for the finish. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
Hey Cards fans, this is Tony Collier with the Collier Law Firm. If you get injured, whether it's in the car or on the job, call us. We're your law firm, located right here in my hometown of Louisville. All of our attorneys have experience working for the insurance companies. That means we already got the other side's playbook. And unlike some of those big law firms, our attorney fees start out at 25%. Because at the Collier Law Firm, we got your back, not your wallet. So when you get injured, call your law firm and go Cards.
Toyotathon is on, and it's the perfect time to wrap up the year with a new RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through January 6th, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 24 or 25 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes RAV4 Prime. Or lease a gas-powered 25 RAV4 LE for $299 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax title and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
3 minutes and 45 seconds left to be played in Lexington. Kentucky's been in front all the way, and they keep holding off these comeback attempts by Louisville. Biggest lead was 12, actually, early in the game, but Kentucky got off to a fiery start. It looked like they might blow Louisville out. But the Cards came back at them. They've continued to do that. That's gone between about 10 and 3 points several times. It's currently 7. 79-72. Kentucky leads Louisville with 3:45 to play. It's been a whale of a game, and just what you expect in a rivalry of this magnitude, Jody.
Yeah, it really is. Louisville has missed 9 shots, which has hurt them the last two possessions. You said it. Javon Hadley did everything that he possibly could, Paul, except put the ball in the basket. Got position, got the ball, made the move, put it up, ball just bounced out. And then the last one, Noah Waterman hustling his tail off everywhere out on the floor. He just took a little two-step, took a little stutter step.
Yeah. Noah Waterman has 11 rebounds, and 6 of them are offensive rebounds. He has scored 9 points. Edwards has his third straight 20-point game with 21. And 20 points for Hepburn. The big star has been Lamont Butler. Look at this line. 30 points, 10 of 10 from the field. 6 of them are threes. He is just 4 of 8 to the foul line. Has 3 rebounds, 4 assists. But, boy, this Kentucky team has a world of talent, and Mark Pope has him playing a very entertaining style of game, and he's pretty popular here in Lexington for a guy who a lot of people went, I don't know, when they named him the Kentucky coach.
Yeah, the crazy thing is if you look at their stats, they've got 20 assists on 28 made field goals. Yeah. They've got 7 different guys that have assists, and nobody. I was gonna say nobody has less than 2. Robinson has 2. The other 6 guys have 3 or 4. So it's everybody that can do it. Such a good passing team. You know, we talk about Noah, and Noah does. Noah's a pretty good passer. Ali Khalifa, who is sitting out this year for Louisville, is kind of billed as the best passing big man in the country. Well, he came from BYU and Mark Pope. That's what we're seeing today. Is they're just so good at it.
Well, Williams has 8 points and 4 assists. He's a 7-footer and handles the ball pretty well. Kentucky basketball, 3:45 to play. Here they come down court. Lamont Butler brings it over the midcourt line. Hepburn sticks with him as he drifts off to the left. Pass goes down low to Carr on Hadley. Carr turns, leans into Hadley, puts it up close range, misses, and Hadley grabs the rebound. Boy, he's done a terrific job down there.
He has, and he did everything he could to hold his ground on that one. A little nudge.
Here comes Hepburn around the top. Hepburn gets in close, puts it up, blocked, and a foul. Fouled by Owe. His third foul, 2 free throws for Chucky, who has made just 2 of his 4 free throws today. He is the most frequent free throw shooter on the Louisville team, and at 84% for the year. Chucky with another 20-point game, and at the line for 2 here. Louisville at the foul line is just 5 of 9. Kentucky is 13 out of 20. Hepburn shoots, got it. 21 for him. Chucky started every game of his 3-year career at Wisconsin, and he nails the free throw. 79-73, Cats. 3:13 to go. Butler gives it out top to Robinson. Now to Garrison out high. Garrison hands away to Butler. Throws to left to Robinson. A 3 over Smith. In and out. And the rebound drops to Hepburn. Good block out by Louisville, allowing Hepburn to get there. Off the Waterman left wing. 3. No good.
Oh, a good look. Waterman, a very good look, and Chucky maybe could have gone to the basket, but he dished to his teammate who was wide open. The ball just a little too hard.
Butler into offensive court. Carr has it now. Man, that would have made a 3-point game, a 2-point game. Garrison has it out top. Oh, good pass underneath, but just barely out of the reach of Robinson. So a turnover will give it back to Louisville.
Yeah, and that's one right there where your big man, that's a chance pass right there, because there's only 2 things that can happen. It's either going to be a spectacular play, but it was a tough play because it was a tough catch. That ball was going out of bounds.
Garrison also has 4 assists, was trying for his 5th there. Crowd comes up to implore the Kentucky defense as the Cardinals have the ball, trailing by 5, nearing the 2-minute mark. Edwards out top, working off a screen. Pivots, throws it back out deep to Hepburn. Chucky straight out top on Owe. Inside the arc, kicks over to the right to Smith. Can't shoot, now does. Sidesteps the defender and misfires on a 3. Tapped by Waterman, but being held on that tap. It's going to be a Kentucky foul. Oh, I'm sorry. They called on Hepburn?
They called it on Chucky.
Chucky looks as mystified by that one as I am. I thought,
oh my goodness.
Sure looked like they had hold of Waterman's arm on the rebound.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
So we'll go to the other end of the floor for free throws from Kentucky. 2:07 left. 79-74 Kentucky. Cats averaging a nation's best 91 points per game. Shooting 55% today, but this half, Louisville has held them at a much better percentage. Free throw missed badly by Owe, and Louisville has the ball. Here's Edwards, straight out top, off to Waterman. Oh, throws a bad pass, stolen by Owe, and he'll dunk it anyway. Oh, that's a killer. Louisville's turnover total is pretty good, but man, Points off turnovers are dead even at 7-7. Now here's a reach and a foul called against Lamont Butler, his third. That was only the 6th turnover by Louisville, 10 by Kentucky. And as I said, points off turnovers are even at 7 apiece, but that one really hurt there. 81-74, Kentucky on top. Edwards at the line. In his last 3 games, he shot 24 free throws, but this is his first free throw attempt today. But Terrence does have 21 points.
And they just...
and he rolls it off. Rebound drops underneath to Robinson. So now we're down to 139, and Kentucky leads by 7, 81-74. Butler bounced pass to the top to Garrison. And Coach Kelsey's going crazy over there. They get him down underneath.
He wanted Waterman to foul Garrison. They told him at the free throw, foul 10, and Waterman just let him go right, make the pass.
Here goes Hepburn the other way, down and close, flips it up, and Hadley tosses it up and in from close range. Makes it 83-76. Here's Butler, giving off to the right corner. Always 3, got it. Oh my goodness. They're just unstoppable in their three-point shooting today. Here's Edwards. Fakes defender in the air off to Hepburn. 86-76. Right corner 3. Waterman. Got it. Yeah, that's the third 3 for Waterman. His 12th point today.
They had something set up there when they came out of the last timeout, Paul. They told the official, we're going to foul number 10. Brian Cloman, the assistant, walked right up. Right here and he said, he went to his arms like foul when we're number 10. And then when they came down the floor, Noah Waterman is the only one who was guarding 10 that didn't know they were doing it. So Louisville trying to get a possession by putting Garrison on the free throw line, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I just saw Coach Kelsey explaining that very fact to Noah over there, and Noah kind of shrugged and dropped his shoulders like, oh man, that was my fault. So 52 seconds left. It's 86-79.
By the way, that was a ridiculous pass by Garrison. After he didn't get fouled, he made a ridiculous pass into Robinson for the layup.
Kentucky is 11 of 21 in three-point field goals. I mentioned to you, we were driving up here today, we were talking about past games. In 1996, it was the 1997, it was the 97-98 season when Kentucky would go on to win a national championship and Louisville would suffer 20 losses. Louisville at Kentucky there in that game, and they did it by hitting, I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly, 12 of 22 threes. And Kentucky today is 11 of 21. 86-79 with 52 seconds left. Cards have fought their brains out, done everything they could to fight their way and stay in this game, but
no timeouts left.
Kentucky, they're just really good. They only have 2 top 10 wins, and they're 7-0 at home.
And this is a Louisville team that, I mean, they're scratching, they're clawing, they're fighting their guts out, and they're really not that far off, Paul. Even Kentucky's shooting 57% and hitting 11 threes. And, you know, if you get a turnover right here, I mean, it's within a 5-point game. You know, I mean, we're 86-79, and they're so shorthanded. So you got to love the fight and the effort of this team. It's just that margin is so thin.
Kentucky ball, Louisville showing some full court pressure, and there Smith went down, and actually they're going to call a foul on Louisville.
No, they're going to call a foul on
Kentucky. There's an offensive foul getting the ball inbounds, a Kentucky foul. Called it on Jackson Robinson.
And it's player control. Oh, no. So they're going to give him 1-1. Rain Smith.
Smith hasn't shot a free throw today, but he's an excellent free throw shooter at 87%.
It's not going to be 1-1.
Nope, they're going to inbound the ball.
Yeah, I was going to say. He motioned, Jeb Hartness motioned 1-1, but the other two guys are like, hold on, that's a player control. So it's not a
bonus, but you don't shoot those fouls. So Hepburn will inbound. Louisville trails by 7. Chucky finds Waterman, gets it back to Chucky. Right wing 3, just skims off the rim. Warhol claims the rebound. Get it ahead to Butler, 2-on-1 with Owe. He's going to attack Smith, who fouls him. And he scores anyway. I think they're going to allow it, although I could argue the foul came before the shot. Let's see.
Yeah.
fans celebrating now. Coach Pat Kelsey, I'm reading his lips, said he fouled him right there.
Yeah, it was on the
before
floor.
the shot, but they're going to give him the points and the free throw, apparently.
That's an NBA. That's an
little
NBA play
continuation play there. Now it's 88-79, and we have 43 seconds left in the game. Wait a minute, they did count it, right? You said 1-1. You can't shoot 1-1 after a made shot. Okay, there's a free throw for a three-point play.
I think the announcer was even thinking.
Here comes Hepburn for Louisville. Down now by 10 again. Hepburn drives to the rim on Robinson, flips it up and in. Good drive by Chucky. Butler has it in backcourt. Trapped and fouled by either Hepburn or Edwards. They're going to call it on Hepburn. His fourth. So Louisville has two players with 20-point games again, Edwards and Hepburn. But with 34 seconds to go and Kentucky leading by 8 and at the free throw line. Good news is this is the one thing Butler hasn't done as well, that is shoot free throws. He is just 4 of 8 at the foul line, although he has 10 of 10 from the field, and 6 of those have been threes. Here's his shot. That was good. Sure would love to win a game like this, but I have no problem with how Louisville played today. Gave it all they had with their 7 players. James Scott fouled out some time ago.
6, really, if you think about it.
Free throw, good.
James Scott only played 12 minutes in this game.
91-81, 30 seconds to go. Here's Edwards down low in the lane and stripped from the Wolf line side. They're going to call a foul. I mean, they just automatically boo here every time a foul is called on a Kentucky player. Butler with the foul.
They have really, really kind of clamped down on anything since that little scuffle that took place over in front of the Louisville bench.
Good point. Probably wisely so. Terrence Edwards with 21 points in the game. Missed his only free throw attempt, though. Hit that one. Mentioned he was really getting the line a lot in recent games. It averaged 8 free throws a game in the last 3, but that's his second one today. 91-82 with 27 seconds left. Here comes the free throw. Good. Ruths is going to check into the game. Waterman will go out.
Waterman's only 4 of 12, but he's really played a whale of a game. 12 points, 11 rebounds.
Full court pressure from Louisville. Brea will inbound the ball. Brea having some trouble. Now he finds Butler. Nearly lost it, recovered it. Did we get a reach and a foul? That was actually kind of cheap on Hadley.
Yeah,
that's the first foul on Hadley. I mean, I don't think Louisville really minded fouling, but Hadley thought he was making a good play and coming with a steal.
That's the hard part at the end of a game, especially at a 8, 10, 12-point game. The official thinks you're fouling, and I don't know necessarily that they were really fouling there. They were trying to get a turnover, but the official thought they were.
2 more for Butler. 32 points for the grad transfer from San Diego State. Now 33. And now all of a sudden he's made 4 straight free throws after that bit of an up and down free throw performance. Ruths comes out, Waterman back in for these final 25 seconds. 92-83, Kentucky. Nation's highest scoring team, right on their average pretty much. They average 91 points a game. Missed the free throw. Waterman clears the rebound. Gets to Hepburn. Chucky runs ahead, 21 seconds. Hepburn attacks the rim. Backhanded layup. Goes. Tough move by Hepburn. Louisville pressures. They get into play, and Hepburn wraps up away from behind, and Chucky commits his 5th foul, and that'll be all for him, I think.
Yep. 26 points, 5 rebounds.
He also had 5 assists. The other Remarkable across-the-board game for Chucky Hepburn.
He didn't think it was on him.
I thought it was right from the start. (92-85), 15 seconds to go. Kentucky has to shoot the free throws here. Owe heads up to the line. Owe's the only Kentucky player that's been in double figures in every game, and he's done it again today with 16 points.
His three is the one that was that backbreaker, I think. Owe, in the corner. Remember when Louisville had cut it to three?
Yeah. Connects.
Oh no, that maybe it wasn't his.
Trying to go back and check.
It was the three in the corner is what did it for Louisville.
Owe misses that one. Hadley has the rebound. 13 seconds to go. Louisville on the attack. And knocked away from Edwards. Recovered by the Cats. 5 seconds to go. Dribbling in backcourt. Robinson passes over to the side. That's going to do it. Butler credits the ball and time runs out. What a game. Cats come out on top. Mark Pope and Pat Kelsey shake hands, and the teams will line up and go through the handshake as well, which is always good to see. And the rivalry that is as tense and intense as this one was today, and certainly has been over many, many years. But Kentucky continues its dominance. The Cats have won here every year since going back to 2008. They have won 6 of the last 7 and 10 of the last 12, and they come out today. But they'll know they were in a battle. Cardinals fall today in Lexington. UK wins it over Louisville, 93-85. Cardinal wrap-up is coming up. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
I am cancer-free thanks to the power of U of L Health Brown Cancer Center. The power of early detection.
The power of clinical trials only found here. The power of holistic care.
The power of second opinions. The power of academic research.
And the power of expert care close to home. That's the power of you.
To learn more and find a Brown Cancer Center location near you, visit uoflhealth.org.